Radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Intentional, never failing. I know that all things are working for my good. Yeah, she's intentional, never failing. All things are working for my good. 'Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Hey, and he's never failing. All things are working for my good. He's intentional. He's intentional. He's never failing. All things are working. Hey, I know that all things are working for my good. Yes, they are. Yeah, I know that all things are working for my good. Working for my good. Here's why. 'Cause he's intentional.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
Intentional, yeah, never failing. Sing that out, say all things are working for my good. 'Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Hey, and he's never failing. Never failing. All things are working for my good. Hey, all things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. For my good. All things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. All right, hands up, say, oh. We can smile 'cause we know it's working. Working for me, yeah, and I believe it's working for me. I can smile again, and I don't have to worry, 'cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Come on, sing that out, say that. I don't have to worry, 'cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me.
627, 97.3 Citi FM. Scripture says we know that all things work together for good for those who are the called, for those who love him, who are the called according to his purpose. There's always an overriding purpose around your life that you must identify. Your purpose precedes your own plans. Purpose is predetermined and must be discovered. It's not necessarily decided. Of course, it's decided by your decisions, because your future comes to you one decision at a time. So decisions are critical for making your purposes come to pass. Decisions are critical, not your dreams, but your decisions. Not your hopes, but your decisions. In fact, your decisions are bigger than the plans you put on paper, because the lifeblood of every plan is what to do next, right? So what you do first decides what happens next. Very, very important. So let's not be masters of just dreams and hopes and plans, but also masters of decisions. And a decision is not something you just agree in your mind. It's actually an action. It may be to stay or to leave. It may be to speak or to be silent. It may be to move or to stand still. Those are decisions. And there are many things that you may just, gloss over. Do I wear a blue shirt or a white shirt? That's not such a big deal. But there are some things that you really need to decide. That you will not tolerate evil. That you will not be a hypocrite. And that you will not let lies survive around you. There are some decisions that you must make early. It says, remember now your Creator in the days of your youth. So there are some decisions that are time bound. Don't wait till you are 75 to start saving. That's too late. So let's be masters of decisions and let's decide early. So for example, the essay competition, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's for only people of that age bracket. Start writing early. Start with what you have so that you can get what we've promised. Yeah. So this morning I'm heavy on decisions. Pray for wisdom to make quality decisions. Today is the 24th day of July, and we're reminding those of you who have agreed or decided to be part of the literacy challenge. Please start dotting your I's and crossing your T's, because we're writing about climate change. We're giving you at least up to this weekend to submit your entries. You can actually post them today. Whenever they get to us, we'll be happy to receive them. P.O. Box GP 14123 Accra Central, or bring to the Channel 1 front desk at Tesano or the Citi FM front desk in Adabakra.
Yes, they are. He's intentional. Yeah.
This is the City Breakfast Show, 6:30. I'm starting off with business sense. Indeed, what you heard about decisions is really sense for business, and great businesses are great decision makers.
And he's never failing.
And anytime you see an organization that's not going well, it's traceable to a decision somebody made. And let me tell you something, inaction is also a decision. Inaction is also a decision. Closing your eyes to evil is also a decision. So don't say, well, I didn't do anything. I just stayed there. It's not my fault. The fact that you didn't do something is also a decision. So let's be very intentional and deliberate about making decisions. The decision to raise your kids to be God-fearing and to be nation-loving. The decision to live a life above reproach. A decision that you will create a safe space for the vulnerable. All those things are decisions. It just doesn't happen. Somebody has to decide. A decision that we will not be the offscouring of the world, begging with a begging bowl in hand, being given aid all the time. We have to rise above that and say, now we will be responsible for our own choices and our own destiny and our own future. So, for example, to even promote Made in Ghana is a decision we've made, that we will be deliberate in what we wear on television. Not because we don't have big other things to wear, but we have to make a decision, and we live by the consequence of that decision. That's maturity, that's leadership, that's responsibility. So the question for you this morning is, what have you decided? That's the issue. Well, Access Bank will help you make it happen. If you have big dreams for your business, we will partner you with WCI Forum, inviting you to Istanbul, Turkey, for a lifetime business experience you don't want to miss. Join us for a premium international business adventure from August 11 to 18, packed with B2B meetings, industrial zone and showroom tours. Visit top companies in construction, roofing materials, the whole shebang. You have the chance for shopping in Istanbul, sightseeing at various parts of the country. So here's the thing now. You need to call Jemima 057-973-4663 or call toll free 0800-004-400. It's an all-inclusive package to and from Turkey. Dog bill occupancy 2,500. Single is 2,800 USD. Access W, inspiring, connecting, empowering. Access Bank, more than banking.
I can smile again, and I don't have to worry, 'cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah.
One of my friends has decided that he'll be wearing a coolie high as long as the weather is cool, and he'll wear an Oxford branded, very beautiful dark blue, I didn't envy you for going to Oxford until you started wearing this thing. I was like, what is Oxford? Get away. But Charlie, the thing you know the thing, it's not even like they haven't written the name of the thing. Yeah. So it's like only those who know. That's the painful part. So those of us who don't know the logo know that, you know, Charlie. And these things work. I have a friend, he said he was going for those days that they used to do visa interviews face to face. And he was wearing he had gone to university in the US. So he was wearing the sweater of the university's whatever. Visa. They must say, hey, then he mentioned the name of the university. And he mentioned the nickname of their team. They said, like this. They were stamping, boom, boom, boom. Hey, so when are you going? When are you visiting the campus?
It's a league, you know. Yeah.
But I'm not intimidated.
Don't worry, it will be.
But what are the 4 lines?
No, when you are going, I will write the reference letter for you.
Hey, my God. Regis guy is there. No. This your top is nice, but
bless you, bro.
When it gets missing, I'll buy some. From the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning a future, we are here for your journey. Every goal deserves a chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So, trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
The source of his feet on the heat to his peak. It shall be well. Oh Lord, my cup is full and my soul is many are called, but chosen are few. My cup is full.
All right, so 6:35. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. Today is budget day. I need to say it seems a bit low key. I don't know whether the media hasn't sort of built up to it, but there will be a live. Is it midterm budget or they call it
media review?
Media review. So that's at 10 o'clock. I'm told it became regular from 2016. It wasn't necessarily compulsory, but now so now there are 3 budgets, right? So the budget that was read because it's a new government, because usually the budget was the year before. Then there's the midterm, which is today. Then there's the budget for next year in November.
So the first one was vote on account.
Correct, because the budget was read. Thank you. So this is the midterm review for the budget. We'll be live on Channel 1 Television. Vivian Kailuk will be hosting a preview discussion, and then the budget will be presented by Ato Forsen at 10. And then, of course, today we also have some things. I got a very well-written letter. I don't know if it was a post on Facebook from a returnee who wanted to go to Kumasi and had to decide between using the road and flying. And I think when I finish reading the notes, the Minister of Finance will know where to allocate any supplementary funds they have. After I finish that thing,
that's right.
He will know where to allocate the funds.
I'm supporting with you with 200 bags.
So I'll read that around 7:35, and hopefully they will do some last minute changes to the allocation.
Because I have a vested interest in it.
Because we need the roads to be fixed.
Yes.
I think the roads issue.
8 hours from Accra to Kumasi. Why?
So apparently, let's not go ahead of ourselves. Let's get into the headlines.
So the Ghanaian Times says this morning, Galamsey fight. It's marathon, not sprint.
Okay.
We'll win it.
Yeah.
Boa, my good friend, is talking here on the front page. Is the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Also, government targets some 500 million Ghana cedis in the share market with revamping of PBC Limited. Bese Manche cautions firms against paying royalties to unauthorized persons. Comes with a photograph of Ni Ayi Bonte II. Court grants Dr. Abdul Hamid and others some 14 million Ghana cedis in bail. And the Times is still looking for money to help its staff. Please support.
Daily Graphic stats. The big one is stop funding foreign degrees, channel money into local universities, Professor Awandare advocates. Now, government to introduce new anti-witchcraft bill in Parliament, alleged 280 million Ghana Cedi extortion scheme. Former NPA boss, others plead not guilty, granted 14 million Ghana Cedi bail. Supreme Court rules in favor of Ni Takitekochu II. Mining contributed $7 billion to the economy. This is the Chamber of Mines. And then on the back page, MOFA, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, procures 500 motorbikes for agric extension officers. And we are told that the Komfanochi CEO is courting BOG support for retooling of the hospital.
Let me take you to the Chronicle. The big story: I haven't bought cars for Legon girls. Angry Sami Jemfi sues Efia Swazeniga for 10 million Ghana cedis. Another suit: Forestry Commission boss sues Abronye DC for 20 million Ghana cedis. Those are the two stories on the front page.
So, to the New Republic, NPP's nano minority exposed. Secret plea to Mahama hidden under a veil of national concern. 20 million Ghana Cedi bombshell. Stratcon Energy and CEO slap Bright Simmons with defamation suit over sensational social media rant. Fear grips election butchers as Mahama instructs AG to seek justice for victims. And then Atta Mills, a timeless legacy. Julius Debra champions slain leaders' principles.
The Daily Guide says Sami Jemfi sues Efia Swazeniga for 10 million Ghana cedis. Also on the front page this morning, Tokonu to No Fate by July 31. Mustafa Hamid, 6 others get 40 million Ghana cedi bail. MPP slams NDC over Galamsey surge. And the Ashanti Kusasi chief shot dead. Top investigators hunt for culprit.
Daybreak this morning, girl fights NPA over 1 Lakan supply. NDC ECOWAS Parliament plot against Apanyo marking backfires. Hamid meets 2 million Ghana Cedi bail condition. 6 others remain in custody. Now, Sami Jemfi sues Efia Schwarzenegger for 10 million Ghana Cedis.
Finally, from me, the BNFT says Tor bossed to strengthen downstream petroleum sector. The two top people at the two institutions are exchanging some documents here on the front page of the BNFT. Also, a very, very troubling one. Road deaths hit 1,504 in the first quarter of 2020, first half of 2025. This is troubling.
Indeed, the CAT is asking the government to declare road crashes
national emergency.
And then the article I'm going to read also says when somebody says stay safe during COVID, it actually means roads.
Exactly.
Because when you hit the road from Accra to Kumasi or from Tamale to Wa, we need to ask you to stay safe because
1,500 people dying. That's equal to some 3 jumbo jets going down and killing all the people on board. That would trigger an international investigation and calls for concern and efforts to deal with it. But nothing is happening in our respectful view here.
Let's take you online briefly for some quick headlines as well. CityNewsroom.com. Ghana Airport Company Limited says airlines have been urged to plan refueling as fuel shortage looms. So I think there's some type of aviation situation. Also, Finance Minister deliver mid-year review today. Pass anti-witchcraft bill now or risk more violence, Suraj is telling Parliament. Professor Jampo is proposing a national shipping line for Ghana.
Okay.
A few other stories. Supreme Court cautious order to restore Ni Adama Lache the second. You read that earlier. And Parliament to vet the Achikwesin Afro Tofe, 2 others on Friday. Meanwhile, 2 arrested over Ablekuma North Rerun violence. Right.
Oh, finally.
Yes, 2, this is yesterday. Now, if you go to Channel 1 News, the budget is the lead story there as well. Professor Jampo says, I'm bringing austerity to Shippers Authority.
Okay.
A Kumfi MP is predicting that Citi won't break 11 by end of year. He was interviewed yesterday on CNR. Now, listen to this very troubling one. Over 500 Ghanaians being held hostage in Cote d'Ivoire.
Hey, why?
You know, yesterday he briefed Parliament on the issues that some questions were raised. So I'll give you the details of that. Patrick Boama is also saying we should expect a 30 to 40% hike in statutory fees and charges.
We beg.
So he's, I think he's on the finance committee, right? Or he's not? Or he used to be.
I think he's somewhere.
I'm not sure, but he said this. Let me take you to my journal online just for another group of headlines. So the Atufosin is leading there as well. Taxpayers will pay for it. Dr. Sedo on 6% recovery threshold in banking crisis. And then Ghana approves visa waiver agreement with 4 countries. All right, this is the minister in parliament as well. And then let me end with the High Street Journal. Now, this is quite interesting. You know, the essay competitions on climate change.
Yes.
The top UN court says countries can sue each other over climate change.
Yes. So we should do.
So we can sue another country for. Charlie, but we should be careful because
I think Cote d'Ivoire will sue us.
So if we are doing Charlie, I think that's an interesting one. So let's get into the details.
Bernard, I want to take off on this story about road crashes as we want to prosecute the campaign to get the road to Kumasi fixed. Yeah. So Abigail Ano, writing for the Ghanaian Times, page 3, says Ghana recorded 7,289 road traffic crashes between January and June this year, resulting in some 1,504 deaths and 8,364 injuries. Now, according to the National Road Safety Authority, the crashes involved 12,354 vehicles, with men accounting for the majority of casualties. That is 78% compared to 22% for women. Now, the Ashanti, Greater Accra and Eastern regions emerged as the most affected, contributing to over 60% of all crashes and fatalities recorded during the period. Now, compared to the same period last year, this year's statistics show a 21.6% increase, Bernard, in deaths, highlighting a growing national road safety.
Now, still on that, if you break down the figures further, 8 lives are lost daily due to road crashes. 40 road crashes occur nationwide each day. 46 people sustain injuries daily in these accidents, and 69 vehicles and motorcycles are involved in crashes every day. If this does not require an emergency, I don't know when it will.
Still talking about deaths, but we'll say that be responsible on the roads, stay safe, drive safely, and get to your destination safely. Now, chief gunned down in Ashanti region.
Yeah, this was a couple of days ago.
Yeah. So the Ghanaian Times is reminding us about it, and the police say they are doing a lot to deal with the perpetrators.
Stop funding foreign degrees. Channel money into local universities. The government should stop paying hundreds of thousands of dollars as scholarships for students to study in universities abroad. This is Daily Graphic, please. The Pro Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs of the University of Ghana, Professor Gordon Awandare, has said. Instead, he said those funds should be rechanneled into the local universities, which had better systems for identifying good and needy students to disburse those funds to them. Hopefully, the new scholarship bill that is coming together will have all these considerations and listen to
Let me give you
voices
a couple of stories on the economy. Media budget will be read today by Finance Minister. It's called the Media Review, and basically that's what it is. Now, a couple of interesting angles. Expect 30 to 40% hike in fees and charges. This is chairman of the Subsidiary Legislation Committee, Patrick Abuama, as Ghanaians to brace themselves for what he says is a 30 to 40% increase in statutory fees in the midterm budget, which will be presented by Finance Minister. In a Facebook post on Wednesday, the Okankwe Central MP revealed that the new fees regulations are scheduled to be laid before Parliament as part of efforts to bolster government revenue.
I think he most likely is with the
subsidiary legislation. Yeah, yes, you are right. He's the chairman of that committee. Now, still on the economy, there are a couple of stories that are related. I just wanted to bring to you quickly. So there's the finance minister will present the midterm review today, and this will be at 12 o'clock. Now, there's a story on Citi Newsroom that says airlines have been urged to plan refueling as fuel shortage looms.
Refueling in the air or
airlines operating into Kotoka International Airport have been urged to make priority refueling arrangements with their service providers as Ghana faces an anticipated shortage of aviation fuel.
Sure.
This advisory comes amid growing concerns that supply constraints could disrupt flight schedules if not promptly addressed. The directive is considered a precautionary measure aimed at minimizing operational delays and ensuring the safety of airline operations. Citi News has gathered that the shortage stems from supply challenges among providers within the joint user hydrant installation system at the airport. Now, airlines are therefore expected to coordinate closely with fuel handlers ahead of arrival to avoid last-minute complications.
Okay, talking about fuel, let me take you to page 3 of the BNFT, because we're Total and Bost have decided to strengthen downstream petroleum sector. Now, Joshua Wolasi Amlanu reporting says Tema Oil Refinery and the Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company have signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at strengthening the nation's petroleum downstream sector upon the resumption of refinery activities at the former, which is Tor. Now, they signed the MOU to deepen technical and commercial ties. There was an issue with that paragraph. Please fix it. Under the agreement, Bost will provide technical support and trading expertise when Tor's refineries resume production, which have been inactive for several years.
So while Bost and Tor are collaborating, GOIL and NPA seem to be having a problem.
Yes, Daybreak says GOIL fights NPA. The acting chief executive officer and managing director of GOIL PLC, Edward Bauer, has raised concerns over disruptions in petroleum product supply, revealing that the company received only one laycan in the entire second quarter of the year. Now, speaking at a stakeholder engagement forum in Accra, Mr. Bauer warned that the lack of a consistent laycan schedule is straining GOIL's operations and driving up fuel prices for consumers. Quote, in Q2 alone, we've had only one laycan. The next shipment was pushed back without clear communication. He was pointing to a growing challenge in Ghana's fuel supply chain.
Let me end the segment on the fuel with a story from the High Street Journal. It's like an analysis. Now it says, while Ghanaians pay more levies, rot in energy sector accounts for 86% of all 2024 irregularities. It says Ghanaians are paying a levy to rescue the energy sector, yet over 15.8 billion cedis has been lost to financial irregularities. This irony highlights deep governance failures, raising questions about accountability and sector reform. Now, Sky, the Ministry of Finance has said now that every contract has to go through them.
Yeah.
And every sort of debt that is accrued, they must verify before you accept it.
Exactly.
I think the Ministry of Energy has a lot of work to do, because if you look at Auditor General's report,
ECG,
Charlie, almost 90% of all financial irregularities last year were within the broad category of energy, whether it's petroleum, fuel, power, or whatever. It's a big issue.
Yep.
And this is more than double the irregularities in the previous 2023 year.
Yeah.
So the irregularities were 18.4 billion cedis, which is more than double of the 8.7 billion the previous year.
Yep.
That's over 109% increase.
Exactly.
And then out of the 18 billion irregularities, 15 billion was in the energy sector alone. That's 86% of all irregularities. And it's a big challenge.
Yep.
And the analysis says that ECG, BOSS, GMPC, Greco, IPPs, that whole thing needs to be drained.
Exactly.
Like, how Trump said he would drain the swamp. Somebody needs to go and drain the energy sector swamp.
Yeah, it's important.
It's costing Ghana a lot of money.
Now, SNIT is debunking viral claim of 1,200 Ghana cedi pension bonus circulating on TikTok. So Social Security and National Insurance Trust SNIT urges public to verify claims following a misinformation surge involving the trust. The Social Security and National Insurance Trust has dismissed a widely circulating claim that it will pay an average bonus of 1,200 Ghana cedis, that is $84 to pensioners in August. In a statement issued July 22, 2025, SNIT said it had identified a post on TikTok published under the handle GHNN News, alleging that the trust would distribute the payout to pensioners next month. The agency described the claim as false and misleading.
Well, let's stay in the digital space, because there's a brilliant article on page 19 of the BNFT by Ethel Kofi. And she titles it "The Need for Digital Export Desk to Compete in Africa's Growing Digital Economy." And just a couple of paragraphs from that article. It says, Ghana's digital economy is accelerating from fintech to agritech. Local innovators are developing scalable platforms, not just for domestic use, but for broader African markets. Yet, Ghana's export promotion strategy remains anchored in traditional goods such as cocoa, cashew, and textiles. While these continue to be valuable contributors to the national revenue, they no longer reflect the full scope of the country's economic potential. So digital services and software solutions are the next frontier.
Let me give you two important stories. So, Ablekuma North violence, 2 arrested. This is Channel 1 News. Jonathan Ajay reports that the Accra Regional Police Command has arrested 2 people in connection with violent disturbance that marred the parliamentary round of the Ablekuma North by-election. Now, in a statement issued last Wednesday, which is yesterday, the suspects were confirmed as Musa Muntari, a 46-year-old station manager at STC, and Ali Said, known as alias Mboma, a 43-year-old businessman, both currently assisting with investigations. This is part of the efforts to bring perpetrators of the violence to justice, following multiple reports of assault and intimidation at various polling stations. Don't forget, the policeman who was filmed slapping a journalist has been interdicted, and he will also be sanctioned. Now, over 500 Ghanaians being held hostage in Cote d'Ivoire, Blackwa reveals. Still on Channel 1 News, Foreign Minister has disclosed that an estimated 500 Ghanaian nationals are still being held hostage in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, with efforts underway to identify and safely repatriate them. Speaking on the floor of Parliament yesterday, the minister said the syndicate responsible for holding the Ghanaians allegedly linked to QNet, a direct selling company trying to claim misconceptions about the misuse of his name and products in Ghana. He noted that the secretive operations of the scammers, coupled with the discreet arrival of victims in Cote d'Ivoire, have made it difficult to determine the exact number of Ghanaians being detained. According to the embassy, the clandestine nature of the operation of the scammers and the silent arrival of victims in Cote d'Ivoire makes it challenging to determine the number of Ghanaians being held hostage. This is crazy, man. He also says more than 200 Ghanaians who fell victim to a similar trafficking and syndicate in Nigeria, also allegedly connected to QNet, have already been rescued. So, Sky, maybe you need to unravel this thing for us later. 500 Ghanaians in Cote d'Ivoire, 200 in Nigeria, through, I don't know whether it's a get-rich-quick scheme or whether they are being told there's a job for them.
I think that we need to get some clarity on that. Page 13 of the Ghanaian Times talks about enforcement still. Galamsey fight. The minister is promising that the battle will be won, and Julius Yaopechechi reports that the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofibua, says the ministry is under no illusion that the fight against illegal mining is an easy one, describing it as a marathon and not a sprint. Now, consequently, he assured Ghanaians that his ministry was on course to achieving its mandate to ensure the sustainable management and utilization of the nation's lands, forests, and wildlife resources, as well as the efficient management of mineral resources for socio-economic growth and development. He took his turn before the Ghanaian people yesterday.
But cybersecurity issues, schools under siege. Why cybersecurity can't wait in Ghana's schools? Alan Olayiwola is writing on the High Street Journal an article parents and school owners should take an interest in. As Ghana's schools become increasingly digital, with more institutions adopting smart boards, online portals, virtual learning, and digital records, the importance of cybersecurity in the education sector has never been more urgent. Now, it goes on to say, at first glance, schools may not seem like valuable targets for cyber criminals, but behind every school network lies a digital gold mine. Student names, addresses, academic records, medical history, guardianship documents, financial aid information, on and on and on. Hackers know that schools are under-resourced, under-protected, and under pressure. That makes them vulnerable. Details,
now,
High Street Journal.
let me end with two things. Professor Jampo is commending BOG over the new Forex directive to shipping lines. We read this yesterday, and he was on Point of View yesterday to elaborate on this. This directive took effect on Tuesday. Requires all shipping companies, terminal operators, freight forwarders, and other port service providers to display exchange rates that they use either on the official website or at their operational premises. They must also disclose the applicable rates to customers prior to invoicing.
Okay, Bernard, to conclude this morning's review, if I may, there are two big lawsuits that are in the newspapers this morning. So page 3 of the Chronicle says, I haven't bought cars for Legon girls. That has nothing to do with me. Benis Besse reporting says the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board and National Communications Officer of the National Democratic Congress, Samuel Gyamfi, popularly known as Tami Gyamfi, has filed a defamation lawsuit against controversial social media personality Valentina Na Ejewa, also known as Ifia Swazininga. Now, filed at the General Jurisdiction Division of the High Court in Accra, the writ is dated 23rd May 2025 and accuses Ifia of making false, malicious, and defamatory statements about him on TikTok.
And then the Forestry Commission boss is also suing.
Exactly. And this is in connection with Kwame Bafo known popularly as Abronye DC, accusing the chief executive officer of the Forestry Commission of forgery, backdating official documents, and illegally authorizing the sale. So he has also sued him for 20 million.
Let's stay in the court.
Yes, final one for me. Supreme Court rules in favor of Ni Taki Teko True II. The Supreme Court has quashed the order directed at the National House of Chiefs in Kumasi to restore Ni Taki Adamalacha II onto the National Register of Chiefs as the Gamancha. In a ruling yesterday, a 5-member panel of the Apex Court, which had Justice Gabriel Scott Puamang as its president, was of the view that before making the order to restore Ni Lache II's name onto the register, the Kumasi High Court judge, Justice Frederick Tete, did not give Ni Taki Teko a notice and hearing, thereby violating the rule of natural justice
of
the Daily Graphic.
The lawsuits you read were in the Chronicle. So those of you who are interested in getting more information can get those papers. Thank you, Richard Sky. Thank you, Kilokuda. Coming up next is the Citi Business News.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Many want. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, they make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small. Go. Yo, Anna. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
7 o'clock, Citi Business News next. Brought to you by EcoBank and MTN. Neela Telate is here with the details. Good morning, Nee.
Good morning, Bernard. Welcome to the breakfast edition of Citi Business News right here on 97.3 Citi FM. The bulletin is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. Coming up, Finance Minister presents 2025 mid-year budget review today as market players expect fiscal discipline and growth strategy reforms. Also, National Petroleum Authority moves to avert aviation fuel shortage at the airport as suppliers suspend refueling services much later. Bank of Ghana's FX directive to shipping lines to bring predictability to port-related forex transactions. We'll be hearing from the Shippers Authority boss. I am Ni Latte. Details now. All eyes are on Parliament today as Finance Minister Dr. Kasayola Toforson presents the 2025 mid-year budget review. The key question for many is whether the government will stay within its original expenditure limits or seek parliamentary approval for a supplementary budget amid fiscal and political pressures. The review comes on the back of improving macroeconomic indicators. For example, inflation, which stood at 23.5% at the beginning of the year, has dropped sharply to 13.7% by end June, which means Ghana could achieve single-digit inflation well ahead of its 11.9% year-end target. But what concerns do businesses and market watchers hope to be addressed in the budget review?
Major concerns for businesses and households at the start of President Mahama's second term was the volatility of the cedi, the local currency which traded at around 15 cedi to the dollar on the interbank market in January is now exchanging at approximately 10 cedis 45 pesos, marking a substantial appreciation. This recovery has begun to reflect in marginal price adjustment in some retail outlets. Meanwhile, on the revenue side, the removal of the electronic levy, popularly known as the e-levy, and the bulletin tax has been welcomed by many. However, the new 1 cedi fuel levy introduced recently has faced some public resistance. Many industry watchers are eager to see whether today's review will include a sunset clause or a timeline for its withdrawal. In terms of economic growth, the government had earlier projected a 4.4% GDP growth rate for 2025. However, data from the Ghana Statistical Service indicates a stronger than expected 5.3% growth in the first quarter alone, likely paving the way for an upward revision in today's fiscal outlook. On the monetary front, Ghana's gross international reserves have climbed to $11.1 billion, enough to cover 4.8 months of imports compared to the initial target of just 3 months. For many economists, the message to government is clear. While the numbers are encouraging, fiscal prudence must be sustained, especially as critical infrastructure projects begin to take shape in the second half of the year.
Emmanuel, upon with that business desk report, but trading associations are also targeting pragmatic policy interventions that stimulate growth, ease inflationary pressures, and improve access to credit for businesses. Nashika Caesar reports.
This year's mid-year budget review will provide a comprehensive update on how government policies have shaped the economy during the first half of 2025. It will assess revenue performance, expenditure patterns, debt servicing, and the overall fiscal outlook. The presentation will also detail any proposed policy adjustments while shedding light on key macroeconomic indicators such as inflation trends, exchange rate stability, and progress on structural reforms. As Dr. Cassie Latuforsen prepares to deliver the statement, the business community is hoping for clarity and decisive action, particularly on tax reforms. Dr. Joseph Obin, president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, shared his perspective.
We expect measures that will help tone down the taxes and levies. And like we have been saying, we have to rationalize the tax system in this country so that the duty payment especially should be manageable and also trickle down to the prices of goods and services.
Similarly, Samuel Agri, the General Secretary of the Ghana Food and Beverages Association, FABAC, outlined key policy decisions they expect the Finance Minister to address.
The expectation is that certain taxes really ought to be reviewed. Some of them quashed entirely. We are not saying we shouldn't be paying taxes, but we need to pay reasonable taxes and then also expand it in a way that everybody or every sector would then have to pay something small without increasing it for the very few of paying those taxes. The most determining factor that is also creating a lot of problem are the benchmark values that impose. The benchmark value, what it means is that when you do your imports, government takes that invoice and then tell you, this is how I'm going to sell it back to you.
That was General Secretary of the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana, Samuel Agri, ending that report filed by Nashika Caesar. The industrial sector has also been speaking. It is looking for budget measures that will consolidate the macroeconomic gains recorded in the first half of the year to drive growth in the months ahead. Seth Chuma Kwabwa is CEO of the Association of Ghana Industries.
If you look at all the major macroeconomic indicators, inflation rate, exchange rate, and all that goes with it, it's been reasonably good. So our expectation is that there will be indications that the second half year will see further improvement. and then also see areas that would spark growth in industry and in businesses so that we can create the jobs that people need. In terms of specifics, I'm not really expecting too many major policy shifts.
That was Seth Chum Akwabwa, CEO, Association of Ghana Industries. So expectations in the agri sector now, where farmers are calling on the government to allocate at least 50% of funds earmarked for the big push infrastructure agenda to the agricultural sector. They argue that redirecting investment into agriculture, one of the government's flagship policy priorities, could significantly boost food production, create jobs, and fast-track economic growth. Daniel Drobenson has more in the following report.
The farmers pointed to the Feed Ghana program, which seeks to increase food production, supply raw materials to agro-processing industries, and create employment opportunities for the country's growing youth population. The initiative includes plans to establish farmer service centers nationwide, provide mechanization support, quality inputs, financing, market access, and training for farmers. The executive director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Bismarck Norte, stressed that achieving the goals of the program requires significant funding from the National Infrastructure Development Program, popularly known as the Big Push, being redirected to agriculture.
Our irrigation facilities are inadequate. Our mechanization centers, or what we now know as the farmer service centers, we don't have a lot of them. In terms of storage, we do not have adequate storage. Our roads are terrible. So I think that if government is really committed about 24-hour economy, making it work, about the Feed Ghana program, making it work, I think that it is no-brainer if the government can use one of their major initiatives as the foundation to push it. And that's why we believe that with the Big Push agenda, I think that more than half of that expenditure should go into agricultural infrastructure. And also believe that even with the IMF tranche that is coming, which I hear is discretionary, I think that agriculture should even take a large chunk of that particular location.
In a related development ahead of the mid-year budget review, some traders are also urging the government to reduce transport costs to ease the movement of goods from farms and increase investment in mechanized farming.
If the government can support us with agricultural equipment to aid our work, it will have a positive impact and help reduce the prices of our produce.
I wish to express a concern regarding the rising cost of fuel. While the recent announcement of a price reduction was a welcome development, particularly for drivers and those involved in transporting goods from farms, its positive impact has been largely offset by the introduction of the new 1 Ghana Citi levy per litre. This levy has significantly contributed to the overall increase in fuel prices, placing additional strain on livelihoods and driving up transportation costs.
You heard the AQI Free Trader ending that report put together by my colleague Daniel Odro-Mensah. Away from that, Citi Business News is learning that the National Petroleum Authority is engaging stakeholders to stabilize aviation fuel supply at the Kotoka International Airport over anticipated shortage. Now, airlines flying into Accra have been advised to make prior refueling arrangements with their service providers following the indefinite suspension of services by two main suppliers operating the joint user hydrant installation system as a result of supply challenges. The indefinite suspension, which took immediate effect yesterday, applies to both ad hoc flight and existing fuel orders, raising fears of potential disruptions to scheduled airline operations. And finally, the Ghana Shippers Authority has welcomed a new directive by the Bank of Ghana requiring shipping lines and related service providers to publish the foreign exchange rate they use for bailing. Speaking on Channel 1 TV's The Point of View, CEO of the authority, Professor Ransford Jampo, disclosed that the move follows a petition and internal investigations by the authority which uncovered inconsistent and arbitrary forex bailing practices in the shipping sector.
The petition I sent to him on WhatsApp, he acknowledged receipt even long before we sent the hard copy. Wow. And then he said that, look, I'm going to work on it. Within a few days, he got back to us and asked that he was going to call a meeting of all stakeholders, including the shipping lines, who were charging those arbitrary rates. We went to meet with them, and then the Shippers Authority was made to present its case and the research that we had done and the report of the research.
CEO of the Ghana Shippers Authority, Professor Ransford Jampo, ending the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. Don't forget to join us for our live coverage of the 2025 media budget review at 12 noon here on 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television. I'm Neela Atilati. Do have a good business day.
Charlie, where are you?
Bossman, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
EcoBank, bro. With EcoBank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Walwale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Masa, just download the EcoBank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Ah, ma, have you received the delivery?
See on the rider's bay. Send in the momo.
Okay, *177.
Ah, Paco. Don't you use a smartphone? Use a momo app, ne?
Huh? Aba app.
Hey, I want to say a millennium, say millennial. Inim. Oh, millennium for ya nyaze. Switch to the app. Oh, you're smart. And oh, you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, Fabeji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwabeji Kese promo. Madam, Fabeji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, Fabeji, as a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more. This be out of class sense. Fabeji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you? And Gasakra. Fabeji, it's the Access Bank Fakitwabeji Kesia promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account, and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Many thanks to EcoBank MTN for supporting us bring you the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. EcoBank says anytime you face a financial emergency, do not panic. Just dial *770# and you get instant access to loans, fund transfer, utility payments, airtime, and data purchases. Even if you do not have data, you get access to all these services when you dial *770#. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. And Thursdays are extra special on MTN. You will get a nice 25% bonus on your first data bundle purchase of the day when you bundle on my MTN app or use *138#. This and every Thursday on MTN. And that's not all. We are offering you a free extra movie ticket when you pay with Momo at the Silver Bird Cinemas at the Accra and West Hills malls. When you're in the Garden City, you also get a free ticket at the Golden Cinemas in the Kumasi Mall when you buy with the mobile app or use Momo. So set your reminders, bundle on my MTN or star 138 hash and make the best of your 25% first data bundle discount. Visit the cinemas, use Momo and get your free extra movie tickets on MTN's Yellow Thursday. Let's bring you Kickoff. Edwin Kwalkovi is here. Kickoff proudly brought to you by Polytank, Lashelle and Shell. Listen, the water storage tank we all know, we all trust is Polytank. 3 decades, still going strong, trusted by all generations, so make no mistakes. Always choose Polytank for guaranteed quality. You get the same price across the country at Polytank partner shops. No matter the size, durability is always assured. Polytank is the original, the best, always. Papano Ankasa, we don't request for Momo payments online. The Shell Don't Commit campaign has come to you. You deserve financial peace. You don't have to face all of life's challenges alone. We've reduced our interest rates for you, whether it's education, rent, unexpected expenses. We've got the right loan to meet your needs. WhatsApp or call Nana 02700 4799 0270 02700 4733. Let's make life easier together. Let's share, let's improve life. Now, how do you want your engine to feel today? Confident, protected, ready to perform? Then let's talk about Shell V-Power. Shell V-Power Dynaflex technology, specially formulated to clean and protect your engine, giving it that boost it needs. Designed to remove performance-robbing deposits so that your engine performs at its best. So feel unbeatable because the best choice feels just right. Feel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Shell go well. Adrian Kofi, kickoff.
The situation with United is, the club is in a period of change, and they have been for a while. So, it is. I don't have anything bad to say about Manchester United.
So we'll hear more from new Barcelona signing Marcus Rashford on his transfer from Manchester United on Kickoff, which is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana and let's Sheho. Let's improve life. Let's start off with the Black Queens and their impressive run to the semi-finals of the Women's AFCON, their first since 2016 has reignited national discussions about the state of women's football in Ghana. Before their narrow penalty shootout loss to host Morocco, the Queens had already won over many Ghanaians with their spirited performances. The latest to add their voice is a prominent stakeholder in the sport who is calling on government to go beyond the national team and increase investment across the Women's Premier League and Division 1 clubs. We have more in the following report.
Ghana's last bronze medal at the WAFCON came in 2016 when the Black Queens edged South Africa's Banyana 1-0 in Cameroon. That history could repeat itself on Friday as the two sides meet again, this time in Casablanca for the third place playoff. The Queens' impressive campaign under head coach Kimlas Bjorgren has drawn widespread admiration from football fans back home. Their run in the tournament has not only reignited national pride, but also spotlighted the contributions of domestic clubs to the national team. Notably, 4 former Hazakes ladies players featured in Ghana's squad for the 2024 edition. In light of this, the club CEO has called for greater financial support for women's Premier League teams, stressing that with the right investment, local clubs can continue to produce top-tier talent for the national team.
What I'm saying is that they should go beyond that. At least the basics too. We shouldn't wait till when the Black Queens is doing well, when the Black Stars are doing well, before they will start talking their big grammar at the floor of Parliament. We need to start from the basics. Now under 15 has come to stay. Look at the girls, they are doing well. Look at Chantel. If your daughter is Chantel, wouldn't you be happy?
Yeah, you'll be happy.
You'll be happy because at least the young girls will also see these Black Queens on screens and they will be yearning to be like them. But when it is that we cannot get the small foundation that we have to get to put these girls somewhere, it hurts and it's so sad. So
Evelyn Isiasari also made a passionate appeal to the Confederation of African Football to make the women's competition more lucrative as it continues to evolve.
Hazakes ladies, we don't have a player from our local scene, but we have Evelyn Bedu, we have Jennifer Kujo.
Yeah.
we have Doris Bouedua, we have Ernestina Bambila, 4 players. I mean, so if something small is coming to Hazakes, I think it is in order. I feel that CAF should also start doing that. Because once FIFA is doing it, it is not out of place that CAF also start doing that.
Ghana's Black Queens stand to earn either $350,000 or $300,000 from their third place playoff clash against South Africa on Friday, July 25 in Casablanca.
That was a report by my colleague Gabi Ofe, and you heard the CEO of Azakes Ladies, Mrs. Evelyn Nsiah-Asare, and she has also added her voice to calls for better financial support for Ghana's women's national team. She believes equal investment is key to sustaining progress and motivating the players to go even further.
120 minutes and 2 days. You're also playing again 120 minutes. I mean, they are human beings and they are women. Okay? It is in Ghana, it is only in Ghana that people feel that men are playing 90 minutes and women are playing 60 minutes. That's the reason why there is this disparities in terms of win bonuses and the rest. It's the same 90 minutes. It's the same 120. It's the same penalty. So for Christ's sake, I feel that the handlers of our national teams, I'm speaking to the ministry, it is time. I mean, we do well to at least whatever we are giving to the men, we give equally, if not equally, even if it is not equally, at least half of what the men are getting to the women, it wouldn't be bad. You see, today I've seen that you look at people and their faces are not good because we wanted to play finals with our neighbors.
That was the voice of the CEO of Hazakes Ladies, Evelyn Nsiah-Asare. To some local football, and the Ghana Football Association met with all 18 Premier League clubs yesterday to review the 2024-25 season and plan for the next campaign. Led by the General Secretary, Prosper Harrison Addo, the meeting covered key areas like officiating, club licensing, marketing and matchday protocols. A revamped TV model and the path to the youth policy were also unveiled to boost fan experience and youth development. Now, the head coach of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition football team, Kelvin Iresie, is confident his side will come out on top in their clash against the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The match kicks off at 2 p.m. today at the Accra Sports Stadium as part of the 2025 Ghana Civil Service Week celebrations. Iresie says his team is well prepared and ready to secure the win.
It's in place, sporting-wise and administratively. We have put a lot of things in place. Thanks to my management team and my Honorable Minister, Chief Director, other directors, Director HR, Director PPME, Director Finance, Director General Administration. They've given us all the logistics and everything we need to help the team get to glory. And also on the pitch, on the tactics side, we've done our homework. We've prepared, and I believe we'll be ready.
That was the head coach of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition football team, Kelvin Iresie. The spokesperson for the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, Richmond Roxon, has encouraged Ghanaians to troop to the Accra Sports Stadium this afternoon to celebrate the Civil Service Week grand finale.
On behalf of the Honorable Minister, John Jinapo, I wish the team very well. These are exciting times to be at the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition. We are confident that we win the trophy and can join us in the celebration. So we are inviting all well-being Ghanaians to come support the Ministry of Energy. Come and experience raw talent and the skill sets of our players.
That was the spokesperson for the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, Richmond Roxon. Let's head to Europe, and Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has praised 15-year-olds Max Dowman and Marley Salmon for their incredible performances in the club's 1-0 win over AC Milan in Singapore. Arteta says Dowman's display in particular is a reflection of the positive working environment at the club, one that allows young talent to thrive.
Yes, I'm very happy with all the kids. I think they are able to play at that level with 15 years old, in my opinion, because of the environment and the culture that is within the team. And when somebody makes you feel so comfortable, so confident, straight away you can go and do it. At least it gives you the best chance. Then you have to have the qualities that this kid have to actually deliver against an opposition like this.
The thoughts of Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta. Now Marcus Rashford says his decision to join Barcelona on a season-long loan was an easy one. The England international completed the move from Manchester United and revealed that he's always wanted to work with. He's always wanted a switch even before his loan spell at Aston Villa. Rashford says he already feels at home at the Spanish Giants and is excited for a new challenge.
I was clear on my preference from the very beginning, actually from maybe in January, but you know it didn't work out in January, so I went to Aston Villa. I enjoyed a good period there. I enjoy myself a lot and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to play there, and yeah, the summer come around quickly and again was time to make another decision. But no, my choice was easy. You know, I feel like you know, one is a family club, something I am used to from you know my past.
That was new Barcelona signing Marcus Rashford. And finally, in women's football, Spain are through to the final of the UEFA Women's Euro 2025 after beating Germany in extra time. The win sets up a mouth-watering final against England on Sunday, a rematch of the 2023 World Cup final, which Spain also won. And that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana and Sheho. Let's improve life. I am Edwin Kofi. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, let's go, let's go, we improve your life. Polytech is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytech, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Polytech, we did Papa no no, Papa no no, Papa no no, Papa no no, no, Papa no no, Alcazar. Always the best.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
When the pain is too much, don't know what else to do. So hunam ya wuya, no wunya wunya. Rapping all, we'll take the pain away. Rapping all, then my wuya on the jai.
Rapinol is what you need. Rapinol will relieve you of all aches and pain in your body. Rheumatic pain, menstrual pain, body pain, toothaches, and other feverish conditions. Rapinol is a quality product from Danex Itin Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. Not suitable for children below 16 years old, asthmatic, and ulcer patients. This advert is FDA approved.
The 2025 ABSA Black Star Marathon is right around the corner. And hey, guess what? You can still jump in. Register now at blackstarmarathon.com or dial *713*33*22# to secure your spot in the 42.2K marathon or 10K run, walk, jog. This is your chance to be part of Ghana's premier marathon, happening live on Saturday, July 26, 6 a.m. at the Independence Square, Accra. ABSA Black Star Marathon. Your story matters.
More Cerelac for your city, more goodness for your baby. What are we talking about? The new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch is the same great Cerelac you love, now in a convenient 300-gram pouch for easy refilling of your Cerelac tin. Get the new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch today to refill, save, and smile. More goodness, less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Call up the request line. Call up the line. Call up the request line. Na 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 na. Just call up the line. Get down with it, down with it. This is a request, Mr. Radio Man. Just one desire from a hip hop fan. Hey DJ, you over line. Hey DJ, request line, girl. Play a record by my favorite band.
I like to get my favorite song on the radio, so I call and request it on the radio. Tell the DJ, spin it over mix show, make a brother feel like I'm down at the disco. And we gonna keep it going like this though, cause the DJ grab the record by the fistful, by the crateful, and we grateful when you hear the software records that are tasteful. Cause the selection of the records he played, to the direction of the record we swayed, and all night through the session we stayed, cause you know you got me feeling. Good God, I be feeling. Touch the ceiling when I'm feeling. And I be feeling alright. Don't stop, keep it going down. Come on.
This is a request, Mr. Radio Man. Just one desire from a hip hop fan. Hey DJ, you over line, girl. Hey DJ, request line, girl. Play a record by my favorite band.
Turntablist, bless me on my stereo. Play my favorite song on my stereo. Like Macy Gray Roots and D'Angelo. Most definitely Nubians and De La Soul. I like them cuts with the soul and original. Never afraid to be creative on your radio. Spin my jam when I'm cruising down the barrio. Turn my audio up, create a party.
Hey DJ, would you play my song?
And get my rock, get my roll, get my hip hop on and all day, all night. Give me some insight, make me feel out of sight. Got me feeling, got me feeling, got me feeling. Oh shit, Sam, got me wanna get down all night. All right now.
This is a request, Mr. Radio Man. Just one desire from a hip hop fan. Hey DJ, you over line, girl. Hey DJ, request line, girl. Play a record by my favorite band.
Jump up, enjoy the sound. Show everybody just how you get down.
7:36 City Breakfast Show. Today is the 24th day of July, 2025. You know, nostalgic. No, nostalgia is not the right word. It's more like what's the word I want to use? I'm not getting the right word. Nostalgia is positive, right? This is more like it's a sober reminder of a morning 13 years ago. 13 years ago. You know, the morning where we had to break news of the death of President Mills. It's probably a morning I'll never forget on radio. It was actually mid-morning, around 11ish, 10:30, 11ish. Yeah. All right, so let's wish a few people happy birthday.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Rabbit Lynn of Dansoman Kifi Club. From the entire membership, especially the ballroom dance group, we pray for protection, good health, and wealth. Wishing you a birthday that delivers exceptional results, just like your campaigns. May this year ahead bring high returns and success and fulfillment. Have a truly remarkable day, Equia Van Dyke. Another one is coming in from Professor Hinson to Mrs. Florence Labby, Chief Operating Officer of the Environment and Sanitation Cluster of the Jospon Group. And it says, Ben, I send her a shout out from her son, Professor Robert Ebo Hinson, with a strong word that her head will be anointed with fresh oil.
Amen.
And her horn will be exalted like a unicorn. Hallelujah. Tell her we love her and a mighty happy birthday to her from a prof to a Don Dada. So, Madam Florence Labby, this is from Professor Bob Hinson. Good morning. Please wish my youngest husband, Yak Madi, a happy birthday today. What Charlie was doing our youngest husband? Charlie, let's be clear.
That's where
we are not very Charlie. We don't understand.
Oh,
Charlie, please explain. We don't want a lawsuit at the end of the show.
No, be like a husband and younger brother.
No, we don't.
Something
know.
like that.
Please send the message well. We don't want trouble. We don't want any trouble. The way people are suing people these days.
And complaints also happening.
Yeah. Help me wish my selfless voter regional vice chairman Egypt Kudoto a happy birthday. This is coming from Gavivina Okujeto.
Oh,
Gavivina.
Hey,
Dome to
chairman
Egypt Kudoto. He's a vice chair.
Yo, he's the vice chair of Volta region.
I thought he was the secretary or something.
No. He moved from that position long ago, so he's now
Egypt
probably
Kudoto
constituted
is the vice chair.
Exactly, and at some point we should be looking at him as the national chairman of the NDC.
Hey, don't jinx the thing, boy, please. Don't put him in trouble. Don't do that.
No, Egypt is my man though, since school days. We're in Manifold together.
Okay.
And he's been a brother since. I gave him some small trouble there. He was the SRC president. He was trying to do something.
Took him to court.
So we came to the assembly, was talking plenty. Wait, I raised my hand.
You finished that?
No, ever since he became my good friend. And we've been through thick and thin. Great guy, selfless.
Yeah.
And it knows how to service human beings.
Yeah.
And so today is your birthday, Egypt. I celebrate you. You're a true brother.
Happy birthday, my brother. Happy belated birthday to my mom and daughter who celebrated their 67th and 7th birthdays yesterday. Hadia Fatima Masood and Amina Pana Mahdi of Cornerstone International. And apparently the youngest husband means my husband's little brother. Okay. Yeah. Because the way the world is going now, as the men and women are fighting for equality, you never know what will happen. Because it's possible that some people can hold two. Please wish Charlie, where the equality thing has reached. Well, don't be surprised one day some UN person rise and say, Charlie, if a man can marry 3, a woman should be allowed to do same. You don't know. Please help me wish my youngest husband, Yak Madi, a happy birthday today. I'm told there are some cultures that is possible.
Yeah. Historically, it existed, so it won't be strange. And the men were okay with it.
Yeah.
Objection.
No, it's okay. All right, so I'm going to do a few quick announcements, and then we're going to read a nicely written. It wasn't even a letter. I think we just found it on Facebook. Where did you find this?
Yes, this is on Facebook. George Siama wrote his experience touching down in Ghana, refusing to take advice to fly to Kumasi.
Because of Pepe?
Yes, he says he's a UK blogger. He has a master's degree in being Pepe.
So he will not
calculated the flight.
He will take
VIP. He said no, he's going by road.
Oh, Chiala. So we'll deal with that shortly. Our WhatsApp number is 054-998-6996. So let me ask you a question. If there's one thing you wanted the finance minister to do in this budget for you, what will it be?
Well, so
just one, not plenty. One.
No.
One.
Wait.
Single
one.
Okay.
Single one.
Bless you. God will. You live long.
No, it's a supplementary budget.
Yes.
So 2 things you should do.
I want the new to to whole road.
Yeah.
Fixed. It should be 3 lanes to whole 3 lanes back to Tokom. That's the first one. It is important. I know that the government is trying. They are doing. No, I understand. Charlie, they should find the money. They will find the money because Charlie, the people have done a lot for them. So it is important that they find the money to fix that road because it is a major headache. It's killed so many businesses along that stretch. Let me make the point.
It's well understood.
Yeah.
Carry on.
The second one is the one from.
So you just road. The question is not about road or anything.
No. I want road.
Want road.
Yes, I want road.
Making it specific.
Okay. So the second one is which one?
The second one, because I know they are fixing the Blakusu. Situation already. I'm happy. So I will mention that one. The second one is the one from what do you call it? Sapem and
so Pokwasi in Sawam.
Yes, they have to fix that road all the way to
Pokwasi in Sawam.
Yes, and I'm happy the president says it's going to be 6 lane, right?
Yes, I think
but
so.
They must make sure it is done. If they do that, no.
What about that?
It's very easy to get his loyalty. Yes. When they did
the
he started rejoicing. He said, "Muhammad for
you."
So when you do something, road no.
He said for Muhammad.
So it does. You want roads?
Yes.
Okay. Think about it. I'll come to you, Francisca, and also Caleb. Get Translight Solar today and save up 70% of your electricity bills. Enjoy clean and reliable energy without breaking the bank. Here's the best part. You don't need to pay the full cost upfront. Translight Solar is offering an opportunity to own a complete solar system by paying between 30 to 50% of the cost and spreading the rest over a 12 to 36 month period with flexible monthly payments as low as 1,200 cedis. Get in touch for early bird deals and the lowest prices on the market. Either go to translightsolar.com or call 0504 249 229. That's 0504 249 229. Translight Solar, wherever there's sunlight, there is Translight. And when Republic Bank says we are the one for you, we actually mean we are the one for you. We've reduced our city mortgage interest rates even further to a new low in the teens. This means you can afford to own your dream home or your next one for less. Now, don't wait. This offer is valid for a limited period. So if you already have a mortgage with your bank, you can switch to Republic Bank and enjoy this exciting deal. Send email to myhome@republicghana.com or call us on 054 010 9649. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. A disclaimer again: Anglo Gold Ashanti cautioning the public against engaging in investment schemes being promoted on social media and allegedly being offered by Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana, including the TikTok account promoting an Anglo Gold Ashanti investment scheme. I think we've said this enough for you to know it's true, right? Anglo Gold Ashanti does not operate and has not authorized any person to offer any investment scheme on any social media platform. Stay alert, protect yourself. For verified information, visit anglogoldashanti.com or call 055 658 2933. In business, every moment without the right solution is an opportunity missed. As a business owner, you deserve a solution that can take your ambition to the next level. Introducing the Absa MobiTab, the solution that turns your Android device into your ultimate business partner. With your near-field communication-enabled mobile service device such as a phone, you can accept payment from any debit and credit card plus mobile money wallets. Is your business ready for the next level? Visit your nearest branch today. Sign up for the Absa MobiTab and unlock your business potential. And there's something Absa is doing this weekend as well, Caleb?
Yes, it's a massive marathon and it's a 42.2 kilometer full marathon. The categories are men, women, racing, wheelchairs. There is 10 kilometers as well, similar categories. If you haven't registered yet, the 2025 Absa Black Star Marathon is calling you. Just get your race vest, your t-shirt and your bib number at the Absa Clubhouse in Ridge near the former British High Commission from now to 24th of July, which is tomorrow. The time is ticking. So here's where you can sign up: blackstarmarathon.com or dial *713 *33 *22#. Absa Black Star Marathon, your story matters. Let's make it one for the books.
Can I register?
Yeah, if you're fit enough.
You do the 10K or the...
I won't do the 10K.
You want to do the main marathon?
42.2 kilometer marathon.
Yes.
Bro?
Yeah.
Are you going to do what some politicians do? You are doing demonstration, they are sitting in car, then we are doing...
No.
Or you are running. Are you in car following?
I saw the route. So basically they start from the Independence Square and then they move eastwards towards La Palm.
La Palm, okay.
So when they get to Labadi Beach, they then go through Trade Fair.
Trade Fair, okay.
And then they get on the Gifford Road.
Okay.
And then they go all the way through to 37
Okay,
side,
okay,
or
good.
they pass through, I think 37,
Okay.
and come to Ridge Roundabout.
Ridge
area.
Roundabout. Oh, it means they come
And
through
they go
the...
to Dansoman. They haven't gone to Independence. They are not finished with that.
Hey.
They go to Dansoman side. So they go all the way to. They go all the way to Dansoman Exhibition Roundabout.
You have to.
So when they get to Circle, I think when they get to Circle, so I think they'll get on Ring Road.
Okay.
From Gifford Road, Ring Road. Then they'll get to Circle. Then they'll go through Kaneshi to Exhibition. So basically, use the Kaneshi Highway, get to Dansoman. So
Okay.
I don't know whether they'll use Sakaman or they'll use Dansoman Junction, Hansonic, whatever. But they'll get to what do you call it? Exhibition. Then they'll turn, come back on Dansoman and use the beach road. So you know the old Dansoman road.
Yes.
They'll use that road back to High Street.
Okay.
And come back to
Evans
Independence
Adamels,
Square. So basically, you are going to start facing the east.
That is okay.
You're going to start facing the east.
Yes.
And then you're going to return. But what will happen is that the 10-kilometer run will also start from Independence Square. But that's a much smaller radius. So I suspect that one will probably take you to just maybe Ridge Roundabout or come.
You know, that's better.
Because 42 kilometers is
Yeah,
serious.
it's okay, sir. Before you hear some news.
It's like running from here to Ada.
Yeah, someday.
It's far. 42 kilometers is far. Yeah. And Charlie, but there will be many people running.
And so you have to be, marathon means that you have to be running constantly, right? You shouldn't stop and walk at any point.
You walk, but you have to run.
No, Charlie, something like that.
So the professional marathon, so there are two groups. The professionals will go ahead, then the amateurs will follow. And the 10-kilometer one too. So whether you are running as a professional or an amateur, you can join. And then those who have wheelchairs also do theirs. And then the 10 kilometers is also the same for those who just want to do 10K. 10K is a lot. I actually read a story this morning. I wanted to review it for you. It says if you walk 700, just a minute. I saw it on the BBC. It's
because when I was in school, I was
you're a footballer. Liar. You have that voice, go for it. So walking 7,000 steps a day cuts health risk, according to a new study.
That's good.
So the story is by Josh Elgin. No, the story, not the study, the story. It says walking 7,000 steps a day can be enough to boost your brain power and help protect against a range of different diseases. A major study suggests it may be more realistic it may be a more realistic target than the 10,000 steps, which is often seen as the benchmark to reach. The research published in the Lancet Public Health found that the figure was linked with a reduced risk of serious health issues, including cancer, dementia, and heart disease. The findings could encourage more people to track their steps as a practical way to improve their health, the researchers say. Let me continue. We have this perception we should be doing 10,000 steps a day, says lead author Dr. Melody Ding, but it's not evidence-based. The figure of 10,000 steps can be traced back to the 1960s marketing campaign in Japan. In the run-up to the 1964 Tokyo Olympics, a brand of pedometer was launched and called the Manpoke, which translates as the 10,000 step meter. Dr. Dean says this figure was taken out of context and became an unofficial guideline which many fitness trackers and apps continue to recommend. Now, this Lancet study analyzed previous research and data on the health and activity of more than 160,000 adults around the world. Compared with those who walk 2,000 steps a day, it found that 7,000 steps was linked to a reduced risk of 1. Cardiovascular disease, down 25%, cancer, down 6%, dementia, down 38%, and depression, down 22%. Now, here's a caveat though. However, the researchers say some figures could be less accurate than others as they are drawn from only a small number of studies. Overall, their review suggests even modest steps counts of around 4,000 steps a day are linked to better health compared to a very low activity of just 2,000 steps a day. For most health conditions, the benefits tended to level off beyond 7,000 steps, although there are additional advantages to walking further for the heart. So, and then it gives more. They now come to WHO, who says adults should do at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity every week. All right, and he says sometimes the advice is difficult for people to understand, so you need to make it simpler by saying walking 7,000 steps. So if you have a watch that can track your steps, 7,000 is a good figure to work with.
Yeah, I think many of us working in the formal environment largely, we don't. I don't think many of us do this, because you drive from your home, you get to the office, and then you go to the kitchen, get to some sedentary lifestyle. You get something to drink, and then you come and sit down behind the desk. You type. The only time you get up again will be most likely to go and print something or go get some food to eat, and then you come back, type again. Evening time, you go back home, drive in your car, sit down. And if you are using a lift, you get into the lift, boom, upstairs, and then you do your... I think, these are some of the areas that maybe the Ministry of Health should be closely monitoring and enforcing to help us get...
That's a very good point. Let me come to your two. What do you think? What do you want, Ms. Forsen?
For me, I want tax breaks for indigenous Ghanaian businesses.
Like Tekura?
Yes, like Tekura. I believe that it is the private sector that is going to change the fortunes of this country and the continent, in fact. And so, for me, I expect that to be a priority for
tax
the
breaks
for
small and medium-sized companies?
For Ghanaian businesses.
For Ghanaian businesses?
Yes.
Okay. Not irrespective of size.
Irrespective of size.
That's what you expect.
But would that not be discriminatory if you are targeted? Because there are other businesses in Ghana who are not necessarily Ghanaian.
It will surprise you that Ghanaian businesses don't get as much tax holidays as foreign businesses. So there's already a discrimination against the indigenous.
I see.
Don't they discriminate against you in their country?
They do. but it's not to discriminate against any business, but it's to promote
positive discrimination.
Well said.
Well said. Our business. What's wrong with that? Well, give the thing to local contractors. Why am I going local way? I'm discriminating for the locals. Give it to our people because
the roads are big for me, and Sky has spoken at length on that. And the other thing I will add is the Mahama Cares thing. I don't know when it's going to be operationalized.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of funds that have been solicited for same, but increasingly there are a lot of people, loved ones we know, and people we see online. They're trying to raise funds for their health care because they have terminal diseases or they have conditions
I want you to explain what do you want with Mahama Cares? Because I think about
it should be operationalized.
Hold on, you see. We are saying a budget that the finance minister is going to read. So I'm thinking more around allocations.
Allocations, yeah.
The law has been passed.
Yes.
And there's a 20% from the health insurance fund that will go there or something like of that nature. So are you saying then that he should increase it or he should, because that's not within the remit of the budget.
That's fine.
But you are interested in
the allocation has been made. Is that what they're saying?
That's what the minority was complaining about, that why are they taking part of the NHIS fund for the Mahama Cares? All right. So your concern is health.
Yes.
Health
related.
Okay.
Yes,
so you are roads, you are business, you are health. All right. Let's read the letter. Is it a letter or what?
It was a post on Facebook.
From George Isiama.
Can you read it for me?
Yes. So this is his post. When I told my cousin I have landed in Accra and I'm coming to Kumasi, she quickly screamed, "Please fly. The road is very bad." So I checked. Passion Air, one way, 1,300 Ghana cedis. And I looked at VIP bus, 120 Ghana cedis. Less than 1/10 the price. That means I can save 1,180 Ghana cedis. I told myself 1,180 Ghana cedis is as double the monthly salary of an average shop attendant in Accra. Now let me confess, I have a degree in economics and a UK burger. That combo is a dangerous mix. I'm the type who goes to KFC, calculates marginal utility per cedi, and ends up buying wache instead. And I remember Uncle Ray warned me before I left for Ghana. They say UK burgers are pepe, inti kona koti yenim. Sorry, Uncle Ray. I failed that assignment with distinction. I've added graphs, models, and Pareto curves to the pepe. I chose road. I chose VIP. Now let's talk time. Flight, 30 minutes. Road used to be 4 hours. Now it's 8. Why? Because we are not just driving. We are enduring. But for 1,180 Ghana cedi savings, I will sacrifice those 7.5 hours and offer them as burnt offering to the God of opportunity cost. At one point, our VIP bus tried to overtake 6 overloaded cargo trucks, which had formed a convoy moving at the speed of a pregnant tortoise. Just when we were midway, a minibus appeared at full speed from the opposite direction. I saw my life flash before me. Only the grace of God and perhaps the minibus driver's reflexes saved us from a fiery headline. Quote, tragedy on the Accra-Kumasi road again. Forget the economics for a second. Let's talk life. Every month, that stretch of road claims bodies. Not occasionally, regularly, persistently. When COVID came and the global elite were threatened, we locked down and held emergency press conferences. But it's just bad roads. So we offer prayers, organize funerals, and move on until the next one. That stretch of road is a reflection of our priorities as a country. A nation that builds cathedrals faster than highways. A country where flying is for the rich and dying is for the poor. A country where potholes grow fatter than the GDP.
Mercy.
Accra-Kumasi must be declared a national emergency. Not next year, not after an election, now.
Wow.
For every life lost on that road is not just a statistic. It's a vote of no confidence in our collective sense of urgency. And while political elites fly over our problems in comfort, the rest of us keep dodging death in VIP buses with no VVIP protection. So next time you hear stay safe, don't think of armed robbers or COVID. Think of the road. Because in Ghana, the journey itself is the real emergency.
Wow.
And George Isiama wrote that.
Wow.
In Ghana, the journey itself is the emergency. I mean, there are so many punchlines in there, right? I like it. So the urgent call by this writer is for more allocation for roads.
Yep.
So Sky wants roads, you want roads, you want tax breaks, you want healthcare. Friend of mine, Apia Adomako, who is the head of CATS, says, Bernard, I want more funding for road safety activities. They should amend the Road Fund Act to increase allocation to NRSA and MTTD. Now, he says we should declare road crashes a national public health emergency, placing it on par with pandemics and natural disasters, and increasing funding for road safety agencies, enforcement and accountability. Now, he gives an example. Comparison between COVID-19 deaths and 2025 road crashes. We shut down the country because of COVID, right? There were 1,462 people who died from COVID, the whole country. Road crashes between January and June this year, 1,504. So in just 6 months, more people have died from road crashes than COVID took over the whole period. All right? So, and we haven't even, so imagine if you take the period of COVID, or maybe like the 3 years that COVID was active, and you look at the number of people who died on road crashes, that's almost 4 times.
Yeah.
That's not the same. I know
it's
not
valid,
the same
but
thing.
not the same.
It's not comparable because, of course, COVID was
it basically
unknown,
stifled our health
and we
facilities.
didn't understand what it was. But I think the point he's trying to make is that if the human life is the unit of measurement, we need more urgency for road crashes. We haven't spoken about maiming. We haven't spoken about loss of work. We haven't spoken about the trauma. We're just talking about deaths. So it doesn't seem as if the road crash thing has registered on our collective subconscious mind as a big issue.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's calling for.
Yeah, yes, I think that's a valid point to make. Except that you must introduce some nuance, because what COVID did was to force hospitality. What's the name of the people getting hospitalized? Right? What was the phrase for it? So then the hospitals became clogged, and people who had other conditions that require some medical attention could not go into the hospitals or were dying as a result of that. So it has its own excesses. So then we have to look at it with some nuance, in my respectful view.
No, it's just an example.
Yeah, I understand.
But the argument is strong. The argument on road crisis. Yesterday they did a whole press conference on this.
Yeah, people are dying too
Yes,
much.
let's come to tech and social media trends.
It's brought to us by Telecel and First Bank Ghana. First Bank Ghana is running the junior internship program. It's meant to give young people an unforgettable learning and work-life experience through internship, mentorship, and counseling. The program is running from July 14 to September 12. Here is is how to sign up. If you have a child who is below 12, sign them up for the Kids First account. For those between 10 to 14, we've designed the Me First account for them. Then you apply for the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program, 5 days learning at any of our bank's branches. Now they will receive a certificate along with products from Gino, Kivo, Top Up Pharmacy, Awake, Kiki, and Pepsodent. And then there's a cash prize they stand to win if they excel in an essay writing competition. So call 0596 921 9214 for more. The Ghana National Council of Private Schools is together doing this together with the other partners.
Okay. Edwin Kwakufi is here with a segment. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. We start with Sammy Jamefi, who's trending alongside Ifya Schwarzenegger. So the CEO of the Ghana Gold Board, Sammy Jamefi, has sued Ghanaian socialite Valentina Nana Ejewa, who is known more popularly as Ifya Schwarzenegger, for defamation. And he's demanding 10 million Ghana cedis. So she accused Sammy Jamefi of extramarital affairs on TikTok and lavish spending on unnamed female students at the University of Ghana. She also claimed that made claims of unexplained wealth, saying that the sister of Sammy Jamefi's wife purchased some property in the US. So Sammy Jamefi is suing. He wants the money plus an apology on TikTok and any other platforms that the claims were made on. So Ifya Schwarzenegger or Valentina has also responded, saying that just like Kelvin Taylor yesterday, was let go. The claims against him were let go, even though he allegedly made defamatory comments against several people. Hers too will be dropped like that. And even if
so this in response to the suit.
That's even in response to the suit.
Wow.
And even if the judge rules against her in default because she's not in Ghana, she doesn't have any assets in Ghana that they can liquidate to give him the money.
Firing from abroad.
So she doesn't really care.
Greetings from abroad.
Exactly. So she doesn't really care.
Oh, Father.
That's what
I think the space is getting so irresponsible.
Yeah.
And I've been wondering, sometimes, there are laws that even criminalize what you say about other people to the extent that it can lead to breach of the peace and all of that. Some of these would have to be invoked. Yes, people have the right to sue for defamation and related matters. But the state also has an obligation to deal with some of these people the way it's... you should not just talk about people just like that anyhow. It's a question of whether what you're saying, there are facts in it. Sometimes people just spew all kinds of things about people without any fact whatsoever, and they just say it just for whatever reason.
Finish you, Charlie.
It's wrong. We should not be doing that.
You didn't finish clearing yourself.
Charlie.
People have believed it. Some have believed it and gone to their grave.
Can you imagine?
So they don't even change their view about you again.
They say the bad news spreads faster than good news. So people believe what they see earlier. They don't care about whether there are any corrections made to the story or you win your case. They don't care about that. Once the claim has been made, that's what they believe. So the next thing, this happened a couple of days ago, but it's gaining momentum on social media now. The ECOWAS Parliament, the minority vote, or the Parliament voted to take out Minority Leader Alexander Peño-Makin from the delegation from Ghana, and opted to put in the Deputy Minority Leader Patricia Appiaje. But then she has also rejected. She said she's not going to be part of it.
So what will Parliament do now?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what
because they have to choose somebody
about.
from the minority side, right?
Well, so traditionally, which is the what do you call it, convention, the deputies normally are the ones who basically lead these efforts. But this changed with the removal of Che and Makin staying on, and then Makin deciding that some of the other delegations he should be on as a matter of right because he is the leader of the minority. He wouldn't be on those those delegations, so ceded it to someone else. But it would seem that some people didn't want him to continue to be there. They want to restore the status quo or the convention, and that's what has led to this. But it would seem that the deputy is also saying that this was not properly done. There was no consultation, and that she doesn't want to be part of this. What it means is, well, the House would have to take a decision. This is but she must properly resign because what I read,
you can't use verbal.
Yeah, was a written notice to the Speaker that she doesn't want to be a part of it. So there would have to be proper resignation, which is entitled to do, and the House would have to reconstitute the delegation.
So it's trending.
Yeah, and also Nigeria is trending as usual. It usually does in Ghana, but this time is because the Nigeria's National Sports Commission has declared that they are interested in hosting a Formula One race in Abuja.
Okay.
So yeah, they've invited the F1 CEO and Lewis Hamilton to visit the country and engage directly with the government. It will be the first time an African country will host a race on the continent since South Africa in 1993, if it happens. South Africa and Rwanda are already in talks with F1 to stage a race there, but the comments on social media, people are having fun, a lot of fun with it, saying that during the race they might encounter traffic, a car will be crossing the road while these people are just having
this
fun.
Head of the Paris Dakar rally. Formula One, there's a very race they do on there. Charlie, they're saying laughing. Dangote has bought us now.
People are also saying it will help in improving Nigeria's infrastructure, also help in bringing more investors to the country.
And of course, tourists. I think we should be investing in spaces like that. Because it exposes the country to all kinds of potentials that can be beneficial.
Absolutely. So now we move to tech news, and Uber saying that they are rolling out in the US where women riders can set a preference for women drivers. So if they want to move from place to place, they set a preference for women drivers. So they are now rolling it in the USA. But I think this conversation brought out the fact that it has actually been operating in Ghana since 2023. A lot of people don't know that. So I tried on my Uber. I don't know if it's because I'm not a woman. Maybe that's why. I tried
you wanted a woman driver.
Yes, I just wanted to see if
you
there
could
was.
choose a gender.
Yeah, if I could choose a gender. Tried on mine. Tried on a colleague's. It wasn't there, but they say it's been operational in Ghana since 2023.
Are there women Uber drivers?
There are very few.
Yeah, there are few.
I picked one who's in the early 50s. I'm surprised.
How was it?
No, she jumped a red light, so
hey!
I was shocked.
That didn't shock you.
I just hit it and said, "Oh, grandma!"
My shock
But brother, this thing raises a bigger issue about what kind of background audit is done before recruiting drivers onto the platform. Because brother, you'll be shocked. There are people who will tell you stories about their 12-year-olds, their 11-year-olds who are advanced in physical appearance, who these drivers sometimes make advances on.
Which is sexual harassment.
Exactly. It's completely unacceptable. Merely because the person, ordered a ride and somehow you became aware of a contact or whatever, or because you wanted to engage, doesn't mean that in the course of that, you do all kinds of irresponsible things. It's completely unacceptable.
Somebody has created a business to help you to get, then look at what you are doing. And then when the thing goes down, you go and complain, I don't have work.
It's just so wrong. I've had a couple of friends who suffered sexual harassment in an Uber. They didn't say it in public because they knew the conversation would turn to why were you going in the night? What were you wearing? But the driver actually held my friend's thigh in the front seat, which was very unfortunate. So obviously one of the safety tips is always sit in the back. It doesn't justify what happened to her, but
it's a way to protect yourself.
Even the ride-hailing apps always say sit in the back for extra safety when you take this thing. But it's unfortunate that this happens to women, but this has been put in place to help women feel safer when they take these ride-hailing apps. It's not perfect because they can still suffer sexual harassment or assault, even with women in the driver's seat. But still, it's an acknowledgement that there's a problem, and they are working to solve it and make it easier for women to take these apps.
Can I just say that instead of keeping it to yourself, I mean, even if you choose to keep to yourself, you may want to file a complaint to the ride-hailing app because they are liable.
Yes.
Because it's their platform and the driver represents them. So you may want to, women may want to consider that.
And the police too.
Yes.
For criminal action.
Police, when you go and report that somebody else harassed you, let me not even go there. Let's leave it here. 11 minutes past 8. That was taking social media trends.
You know, listen, guys. One day, an old lady inherited a huge sum of money. Her family worried about how to break the good news to her. They feared that the sudden good news might give her a heart attack. And so they decided the family doctor, who was experienced in delivering such news, should be the one to tell her. And when he did, surprisingly, she smiled. Relieved, he asked, "What are you going to do with all that money?" She replied, "I am going to give you half." The doctor rather had a heart attack. Can you imagine? People are often surprised when we put them first. At First Bank, that's what we do. We put you first. Experience the gold standard of banking with First Bank. Open an account today and enjoy our user-friendly mobile app, quick banking via *894#, convenient shopping with our Visa Prepaid and MasterCard, and more. All designed to serve you better. First Bank, you first.
There is small money, there is big money, and there is too much money. Telecel Too Much Money promo is here. Dial *500# to opt in. In the Telecel Too Much Money promo, you can win 100 Ghana cedis cash in the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis in the weekly draws, and 1.2 million Ghana cedis in the grand draw. That's 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Simply reload airtime to earn points to stand a chance to win. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in now for the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Shop Price Low Price Birthday is on, which means you get all the low price deals without missing a beat. Celebrate with incredible savings like 200 grams one chicken luncheon meat for just 39 cedis, 99 pesos, and 125-gram Titus sardine for only 15 cedis, 49 pesos. Offers valid until 3rd August. Don't miss out on our party rock and low prices only at ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust always. Plus, you can stand to win groceries for a year. Simply purchase 3 participating products, check your code on your competition till slip, and enter via our WhatsApp line. Competition ends 7 September. See in-store for more details.
TDC Ghana Limited wishes to inform all business owners, industrial operators, and tenants within the Tema acquisition area that a special rent collection exercise will commence on the 2nd of July and run through to 31st of July 2025. All defaulting leaseholders and occupants are hereby advised to settle outstanding arrears of their house, shops, offices, and ground rent within this period. Failure to comply will result in strict enforcement actions, including closure and sealing of premises and legal recovering procedures. To avoid disruption of your business operations or loss of access to your premises, visit TDC head office at Community 1, Tema. Pay all outstanding arrears and collect official receipts. We urge all stakeholders to treat this notice with urgency to avoid reputational damage and operational disruptions. For further information, please contact our 24-hour call center on 0303 202 731. TDC Ghana Limited, leader in the real estate business.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
When I was in school, in my primary school, I was a footballer. When I got to the middle school too, I was a footballer. And then at the secondary school too, I was a footballer. I became a sportsman when I was young. And therefore, to improve our sports in Ghana, it means we need to put that sport education in our curriculum, which will also help all the schools. And so, it will be a the suggestion, if government and parliamentarians will work in team with the school sportsmen, so that they can build the sport association in our country. I think that will also help us to improve our sports.
'Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
17 minutes past 8. And speaking of Olumambuge, Eden Heights is inviting you to look out for a beautiful place. Our team is at the Dansoman Cape Fit Club this Friday and Saturday, 25th and 26th of July from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to arrange your immediate move-in. If you're looking for a secure, comfortable and modern home for your family, we have amazing packages from spacious, ready-to-move-in 3 and 4-bedroom apartments and penthouses at good discounts with flexible payment terms to our state-of-the-art sports complex, boasting a fully air-conditioned indoor basketball court, football pitch and swimming pools, which are exactly what your family needs. Call or WhatsApp 0501 531 443 or 0501 531 446. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to own a home at Eden Heights. Eden Heights, the height of modern living. Get ready for the biggest reunion of the year. It's the Tech Alumni Homecoming 2025 happening from 1st to 3rd August on the beautiful campus of KNUST. It is on a theme celebrating our legacy, building our future. Join fellow technocrats from across the world for an exciting lineup of events, a guided campus tour to relive your golden memories, a faculty-based mentorship session to inspire the next generation, and grand opening ceremony and innovation exhibition. There's also a dazzling networking cocktail and the unforgettable Generations Jam to reconnect and unwind. And that's not all. On Saturday, get your heart racing with a health walk, plant a legacy with a tree planting, and enjoy hall-based activities and compete in thrilling sports at Pajo Stadium. And of course, there's the Thanksgiving service on Sunday. Don't miss this historic moment to reconnect, reflect, and reignite the tech spirit. Don't forget, it's the 1st to the 3rd of August 2025. Are you frustrated with traditional banking that doesn't serve you well? Solid Microfinance is here to serve you better. We are a digital lending and savings platform dedicated to empowering Ghanaians like you. We help you open a savings account in less than 3 minutes using your Ghana card and personal mobile money number. You can also start a target savings plan and earn market-beating interest rates. Apply for fast and easy loans to boost your business and do so much more. No finance jargon, no hassle. Solis gives you the tools and support to grow stronger financially on your terms. Solis Finance, your money, your power. Talking of money, ahead of the budget, I'll be speaking to a professor of finance who is predicting that the Monetary Policy Committee is going to take a decision on the monetary policy rate. He believes that they will reduce the monetary policy rate between what is known as 200 to 400 basis points. Now, this is important because the MPC did not reduce the rate in this last announcement. Indeed, they deferred the announcement to what will happen at the end of July. Now, why are we doing this? Well, in managing an economy, there's always two sides, right? The fiscal side, which is run by the finance minister, and the monetary side, which is run by the governor of the Bank of Ghana. And ahead of the budget reading today, you've all said what you want. You want more tax breaks, and you want more roads.
Yeah.
So basically, you want government to spend more, but to earn less. That's basically what you're saying. If you put the summary of what people are saying on this program together, Francisca wants the government to look for money elsewhere. Don't take it from business people.
In the short term.
Yes, and you say you want more money on roads. So basically, you want them to increase their deficit. Now, there's a relation between that and what happens on the monetary side as well. So let's talk to this prof to just get some insights into why he thinks that on the monetary side, the MPC also have a very critical decision to make. Now, let me give you some background. The main things you look at when an economy is being assessed seem to be doing well. The GDP seems to be growing. The exchange rate has strengthened. So, i.e., the Ghana Citi has done quite well against the US dollar and other partners. We've seen this already. Inflation has also come down pretty well from around 23% to now 13%. So inflation, which a lot of people consider to be the greatest tax of all. In fact, some economists think that inflation is the worst form of taxation because the higher the inflation, the less your purchasing power. So the fact that inflation has come down from 23 to 13% between January and June is a good thing. Problem though was that the T-bill rate initially was pretty high because a lot of people were still buying government paper, right? So the T-bill rate was 30% in January, but now it's come down. I'm talking on the 364-day to 14%. And of course, the monetary policy rate has stayed up. So I think the big question is, why is inflation coming down? Why is the T-bill rate also coming down appreciably? But why is the central bank reluctant to reduce the monetary policy rate, which sets a tone for how banks lend to businesses? I think that's the question we want to address this morning. So we'll deal with that shortly before we read more comments on the budget. I think we should read more comments before we do the
Before you do that, though, let me just do this quick one for Abla Senope Ajololo, madam, who is saying, good morning. Please wish Mr. Peter Agbeku a glorious 62nd birthday. Peter Agbeku is an APSU and a member of the GJA and the IPR. So we're celebrating Mr. Peter Agbeku, journalist or maybe retired journalist, if you like, who is celebrating his 62nd
and
birthday.
Absolute happy birthday indeed. Yao Kwabna sends this one. Good morning, Citi team. Please mention, no, this is Yao from Kwabenya Comet. He says, please mention also for us the Kwabenya Kitasi Road. We have not seen any action on ours. The road is terrible, terrible. Good morning, Bernard and team. For me, I would like the finance minister to talk about fixing the Sokode Bogame to Peve Road for us. Peve Road for us. This road connects Ho Central, Ho West, South Dai, and Afajato districts. It's a very important road that has been forgotten for long. This is from Didi of Have Domefe in Afajato South District, your tourism best destination. Okay. Senor from Tema says, good morning, Bernard and friends. Please, all I want from the minister is to mention the 12 kilometers road from Sogakope to Agbeve in the South Tong District of the Volta region.
All right.
Louis at Santos says, Bernard, good morning. I want the government to invest more in agriculture to make foodstuff cheaper for average Ghanaians so that they can afford 2 square meals a day. I want to see a reduction in the PIT, that's personal income tax. It's averaging 22% and it's killing Ghanaians.
You see, Ghanaians are learning from you people. So they are asking for more money to be spent on roads, and they are asking for more tax breaks. Now, how do you do that in one budget?
Well, in the immediate term, it might be a bit punitive in terms of how much you raise, but in the long term, it comes together.
Let me speak to a professor of finance from the University of Ghana Business School, who is also chair of research committee Tessa Capital, Professor Eliklimini Agboloyo, to tell us a few things about this. Prof, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard, and good morning to your cherished listeners.
Before we come to the budget, people are declaring their wish list. Sky wants roads, Francisca wants less tax. But it is, I don't even know how he's going to do it. But let's start with the rates. So you and your colleagues have done a research, and you are projecting that the Monetary Policy Committee will reduce the MPC rate by 200 to 400 basis points. Okay. What is the what is the monetary policy rate and why is it important?
Okay, so the monetary policy rate is the central bank's benchmark interest rate. So that's the rate that is set by the MPC. This rate directly influences how much the banks lend to businesses. And consequently, if this rate goes up, it influences borrowing costs, causing borrowing costs to increase. And when the rates come down, it leads to a reduction in borrowing costs for businesses and individuals. So, for example, Guta and others are usually very passionate about the MPC reducing the policy rate. So that's why it's important.
Okay. Second
for
point,
navigating.
it seems as if from January through to June, or at least end of May, the rate hasn't actually come down, because from what I've seen, January it was 27%. It was maintained from the previous year, increased to 28 in March,
28%,
and maintained at 28 in May, and then the next announcement will be made next week.
Yes.
Good. Now, what is worrying me is that the other rates that we consider important, like inflation, have actually come down. Inflation has come from 23 in January to 13 in June.
Yes.
T-bill 2 seems to have come down. The 364-day was 30.4. May, it came down to 16. In fact, it fell steeply in February 27 to March 18. And as we speak, the 364-day T-bill rate is 15%.
About 4. Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's now 14. My question is, don't these rates have to be on the same level? Why is inflation and T-bill coming down so rapidly, and yet the MPC rate is still up there?
Okay, so that's an excellent question. These rates are actually related. They are highly correlated. So, for example, the BOJ reacts to the inflation rate by changing its policy rates, right? So if inflation is going up, the BOJ increases the policy rate. And when inflation is coming down, the BOJ reduces the policy rate. Okay, so the BOJ reacts to the policy rate as to inflation. So there are feedback effects. When inflation increases, BOJ increases the policy rate. And when BOJ increases the policy rate, it helps to bring inflation down. So the two are related. And I've actually done some correlation between the policy rate and inflation. And between 2014 and this year, the correlation is 0.71, i.e., they are very highly correlated. So they actually influence each other. And since inflation has come down significantly, almost 40% since about a year ago, then we are actually expecting that the BOJ would reduce its policy rate.
So let me get it straight. The policy rate is what is supposed to help control inflation.
Guide inflation.
Yeah,
exactly.
but the policy rate has largely been untouched. If you want to be very serious, from January to May, it's not been touched. So could it not? So there are two possibilities here: either the policy rate is not as important as we make it to be, or that inflation has other causes other than the monetary cause, for which reason it's been coming down, and irrespective of the policy rate stability.
So that's true. Actually, I would say that the MPC has been quite successful in bringing inflation down from almost a high of about 54% about just 2 years ago. So I would say that they've been quite successful. If you look at the data, in 2022, they increased the policy rate by 12.5%. That's unprecedented. Never happened before since 2002. Prior to this significant rate hike, the highest increase cumulative in a year was 5% in 2014 and 2015. Again, if you look at the data in 2023, the BOJ increased the rate by 3% or 300 basis points. So I'll say largely they've been successful in bringing inflation down. The Bank of Ghana is usually cautious because they don't want to too quickly reduce the policy rate and have to reverse policy. So that inertia, in my view, has been influenced by being quite cautious, and that's what we see in the data. They don't usually react very quickly in terms of bringing the rate down, though they are quite aggressive to increase the rate when inflation is going up. So that in my view, explains their caution. But I think that, like you have said just before I joined the call, all all the macroeconomic indicators are signaling that they should reduce the rate. And I think, and we at Tessa Capital feel that this is the right time to usher us into an accommodative monetary policy time.
Now, for some of us, and I've not researched this as much as you've done, but from 2022, I've had the feeling that the inflation in our country is also highly supply side. Because we know that the policy rate mops us excess liquidity. That's on the monetary side. But we know that a lot of our inflation is imported. And we know that, as we call it in economics, is a cost push inflation that we've had in the country. Which is why you've had inflation drop so drastically in tandem with the currency's appreciation. And yet the MPC has been ready. So I think maybe what the MPC should do is to probably concede that our rate is not as important for inflation as we've made it to be, because between January and June, inflation has come down so much, and the only explanation is the fiscal side. Because don't forget, in 2022, they were blaming the fiscal people for some of the inflation quietly, right? That's why there was all this discussion about the governor saying there must be alignment, there's fiscal, they used to say there's fiscal, what do you call it? There's a expression you guys use, a fiscal dominance and all that. So now that inflation is coming down, maybe the monetary people should credit the fiscal guys more than simply to now go and reduce the rate next week, ex post facto.
But yeah, I guess there's some merit in that argument. I lean towards that argument as well. But again, I think the Bank of Ghana has contributed to the stability of the currency, right? They've intervened quite aggressively in the FX market, and that's supported by the significant reserves we have now, about 11.1 billion US dollars, which represents about 4.8 months cover. So I feel that yes, the policy rate is important. Maybe in developing countries we should pay more attention to things like the exchange rate. But in the circumstances, I feel that the policy rate has contributed to bringing down inflation, and the BOG has also been aggressive in trying to stabilize the city, which has in a large part contributed to the reduction in inflation.
What do you expect to hear from the finance minister today? This is a midterm budget. I'm told it became compulsory only in 2016. So in the past, it wasn't even always necessary. So it's less low key. Number two, this is like the second in a year. He did a budget in March. He's doing one now in July. He'll do the main one in November. Is this as important as I am making it out to be, this midterm review?
Well, it is important. We don't expect many significant policy announcements, but I think that it's still important to consolidate the stability we are seeing. So, for example, we are at Tessa Capital, and I guess fellow market watchers, we want to see a sign of continued fiscal consolidation, right? I.e., expenditure control. I guess your fellow guys in the studio, they want the government to spend more.
They want more, more.
Exactly. That increases the deficit, which can cause problems for us. So we want to see that expenditure is under control. We want to see that revenue performance is improving. And that will send or signal credibility to the market and bolster market confidence. So that's number one. Number two, we want more detail on the government's borrowing strategy, right? So inflation is coming down. We are expecting the monetary policy rates to also come down. And that means that investors will likely want to shift from investing in short-term assets like T-bills, because those rates will be coming down to longer-dated assets like bonds. And the finance minister did mention that they are likely to come back to the domestic bond market later in the year. So we are hoping that there'll be more details on that in the budget presentation. Also, on the external side, we would want to see some updates on the Eurobond restructuring and IMF disbursements and how those disbursements will be used to consolidate stability. Also, property tax. I'm not sure this will be in this budget review, but we feel that one of the key tax handles that the government can generate a lot of money from is from property tax. And it's more about how it is designed, right? So we we expect it to be digitized. So, for example, if I get my property tax rate bill on my phone, maybe through a text message or a WhatsApp message or by email, and I receive regular reminders, I'm more likely to pay than the current situation where they bring you a hard paper copy in your house. Again, if there are flexible payment options, so instead of paying this once a year, can we pay this maybe monthly or quarterly? That will make it less burdensome for taxpayers. And then finally, this is my own personal view, so this is not, I'm not speaking as chair of the research committee from Tesla Capital. I think that we should have an indiscipline fine. Okay? And I think that there's a lot of indiscipline in this country. I think that can really raise a lot of revenue for the government. So, for example, if you jam the traffic light and you drive on the shoulders of the road, the police should be able to give you a spot fine. And that spot fine, of course, should go into the consolidated fund. And the arresting police should also get something so that they have incentives to enforce the law and they have incentives not to take bribes. So those are my personal views, and
so similar to sin taxes.
Exactly.
But you obviously need the systems in place so that those monies can be properly accounted for. Things like spot fines and stuff like this. Now, using the anecdotal evidence of the point in my studio, where one group is saying we want more roads and another group is saying give us tax breaks because we are getting tired. I suspect on a macro level, the finance minister will be facing the same dilemma because some new taxes were announced and businesses get tired when taxes are announced like this. Meanwhile, the citizens are clamoring for infrastructure projects. How is he going to balance that? Can he do that in the mini budget, or that can only be addressed in the main one?
I guess we don't expect to see much in this budget. Probably next year when, again, the government has settled a bit, then they may start rolling out more significant policies. But we don't expect to see much in this budget review.
All right. Thank you for your insights, Professor Elikrim Agboloyo, who is a professor of finance, University of Ghana Business School, and also with Tesla Capital, chair of research committee. Very interesting prediction that they expect the MPC to reduce the monetary policy rate by 200 to 400 basis points. So don't forget the rate as we speak is 28. So they're hoping that it will come down to probably 26-ish and then maybe to 24 eventually. And let me also say that I'm not saying that inflation has no monetary cause. I am just saying that sometimes we overemphasize that to the supply side, which is the what you call it? Yeah, supply side, what is called cost push inflation. So I'm just saying that sometimes we make too much of the rate cuts, and they are important because there's a lot of borrowing and lending and stuff. But the truth is that for many businesses, it's imported inflation. That's why there's also the measurement of producer price index, right? So if you're a wood maker who uses wood to do furniture, if the cost of wood goes up because there's shortage of some kind of wood, it will lead to higher prices for the thing you sell, irrespective of what rate is there, right? So that's what we mean by cost push inflation. Maybe your supplier goes out of business, you have to now import the wood from Trinidad and Tobago, and then you need dollars to buy the wood. It's going to increase your cost of production, and that could also be imported inflation. So we are not saying that the monetary side is not important. We're saying that in our conversations and our discourse, we must be more balanced. And I feel like there's a lot of noise business journalists make about MPC. But inflation has really done well from 23 to 13. So I understand this.
You suggested to him that perhaps the the rate may not be as impactful, given that the macroeconomic indicators are already going down.
Yeah, so the thing is that the rates point forward. So maybe I need to explain this. The rate, so when they cut the rate, it signals what will happen. So people will react to the rate, right? So what I'm saying is that the inflation that has come down clearly shows that it was not in reaction to the rate.
To the rate.
It was in reaction to something on the supply side. Okay. But now that they are going to cut the rate, it may affect inflation going forward, depending on the calculations they make. Luckily, now we are told that this MPC team, they vote on whether to reduce or to maintain or to cut or to whatever. So now we are going to see the reasoning behind the decision, and they'll decide. So I think it's more useful, even for researchers, to understand why, if there are 10 people on the committee, Mr. Kuda voted for maintenance, Ms. Forsen voted for increase, and Mr. Sky voted for reduction. So it's going to help us in our analysis, because I think it helps the process. All right, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
I want to actually extend the question, because I feel you guys have skewed the thing. you have, because basically you are just asking for more roads, more
our
healthcare,
parochial interest,
and less. So I'm going to ask.
Maybe
listeners.
it was a question. We're just
No. I was just saying, what do you expect? You could have said you expect the minister to consolidate the fiscal gains, or to make sure that the currency doesn't start depreciating again. You could have said anything. But Sky said he wanted roads, started mentioning specific roads, and then you two started mentioning roads, and then he started talking about healthcare. So I'm going to expand the pool.
Okay.
I'm going to expand the sample size for the question, and I want listeners to tell me what they expect.
Okay.
From Uncle Atu.
Yeah.
Can we call him Uncle Atu, or he's too young?
Oh no, he's too young. I mean,
so Uncle Atu is Atu Ahoy.
Yeah, that one, yes.
So this is Bra Atu.
Yeah, even the Uncle Atu is no longer Uncle Atu in that sense, because now he's more like Grandpa.
So Uncle, who's the Uncle Atu?
Uncle, you're 50s thereabout, 50s.
So Atu Sapon.
Yeah, Atu Sapon, yeah, the Uncle.
Okay, so
the minister is Bra Atu.
So wait, Atu Ahoy is what Atu?
Atu Ahoy. Yeah, Papa. Papa.
No, Papa is just a name.
Like Papa, like.
How is that Grandpa?
Fatima, how do you call? How do you call?
What's a switch?
What is an old man? If uncle is a 50-year-old, 56-year-old man, somebody who's in their 70s is called what?
Eja
Atu. Okay, so Eja Atu is Atu. And then so Atu Forsen is what?
Bratu, because it's not.
Bratu doesn't sound.
No, Bratu is correct.
No, yeah, Eja doesn't sound. It doesn't.
She's saying something else. It's Uncle.
Wonker. We used to say Wonker.
All right, so I want to hear from you this morning. Actually, I haven't opened the phone in a long time. So let's talk about the budget, the economy, and all that, right? So I'm posing the question: what do you expect to hear from Ejatu?
I think they need to do the road for me, because it will pay for itself.
Let me announce the phone. So maybe, yeah, you can call us. Let's talk about roads or whatever. I don't want you to skew the discussion to roads, but you are framing it for the people.
It's like roads will win.
Roads will not win.
They are the heart of everything.
No, if I keep Sky quiet for 5 minutes, road will not win.
Okay, let's see about it.
Well, the facts will speak for
what
themselves.
do you expect to hear from the finance minister this afternoon? He's doing the budget at 12 o'clock. It's a midterm budget, and I need to say that midterm budget doesn't have too much.
Not
Francisca
midterm.
Says
midterm will make it.
Midterm review.
Yeah.
Mid-year review. Francisca wants tax breaks for indigenous businesses.
Yes.
Caleb wants
more roads.
Yes. And also something on Mahama case.
Yes.
Sky wants roads.
Yes.
I just want the currency to be maintained in its stable range. That 10 to 12 area. They should not make it go above or below. It should just be there quietly for me. Now, should I take the calls now, Fred, or should I go ahead and do other things?
I think you can.
All right, so let me do it in two ways. You can send me a voice note if you're not in a position to call.
Yeah.
You can send me a voice note. The voice note is basically a WhatsApp number that you can record what you want to say, but make it less than a minute so that it will be easy for me to play. Don't make it 5 minutes. So the WhatsApp number is 054 998 6996.
Okay.
In fact, maybe broaden the thing. What do you think of the economy so far? All right, with Uncle Atu, and then what is your expectation of him for this budget? So it's a 2-in-1 question. What do you make of Uncle Atu's handling of the economy so far?
Bruh.
Oh, it's not bra, it's uncle.
But it's not English.
They say brother.
It's not English.
It's
So don't say
brother.
uncle.
Yeah, you can't call him uncle.
Brother. Say brother.
No, but it's because of the position that he holds. So I can.
But to make him go.
So if you want to call me, look, guys, if you want, so there are two things you can do. You can actually call
Mama is scary.
Oh, scary.
And Abla is pushing.
Why are you?
What is Kissy doing?
Kissy is jailing.
Why are you haranguing me?
Perform.
So I just wanted to announce the phone line. And you're not allowed me to do it. If you want to call us to talk about this, you can call 0302 230 075. Right. There's also 0302 224959 and then 0302 226171. I haven't opened the phone lines in a long time. If you don't want to call but you want to send a voice note, you can do so on the WhatsApp number 0549 986 996. That's our WhatsApp number. You can record a short voice note, no more than a minute, so that we can just hear you. How well is Uncle Atu doing in the economy, and what do you expect from him in this you call it mid-year review? Yeah, so phone line 0302 224959, 0302 226171, and 0302 230075. How well is Uncle Atu doing on the economy, and what do you expect from him for this budget?
Right. But please, while we are at it, Malloy, Nuna and Nunya are wishing their father, their husband, Bright Plola Agbota, a very happy birthday. Your presence in our lives is a quiet blessing. You give us so much without asking, love deeply without saying much, and carry the hearts of many with such grace. On this special day, we adore the man you are, steady, kind, and deeply loved. Let love and light surround you always. This is also coming from Naira and the Sky Kids.
Well, somebody says we call him Nana Benin Atu.
On your bad.
Nana Benin, Nana will grow. Let's go to Mark. We're taking calls on the economy, the finance minister's mid-year budget. Nana, what's the name? Mark? Mark, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You're on air.
Yes. I just want to say something about the discussion you had with the gentleman on the economy.
Yes, sir.
And about the MPC rate, the inflation. I want to ask you a question. Where is government not leaning so much on treasury bills now? If yes, then to me, it accounts to some of the reasons why the monetary policy rate is not coming down. Because if it comes down, what does it mean? Borrowing becomes cheaper. The banks will get money from people who will save with them and borrow. But now everybody is shifting its money into treasury bills because the rates there are higher. Cost of borrowing is high. Let's look at that. If we bring it down, it means that, look, the 91 days and those days are not going to be oversubscribed. Now, that is where the attraction is. So that is me, what I think. But I expect
Go ahead.
I expect that the finance minister would tell us how they are going to sustain the appreciation of the lead. That's very, very important because we really rely on the imports and how they are going to show up our exports. That's what I have to say.
Thank you, Mark. I actually like the point on the table. I didn't think about it that way. So that's a very interesting point that the government's main source of financing has been T-bills for a long time, which has driven the rate down. And if the MPC rate had come down in tandem, that may have affected that. So I didn't think about it that way, but I think that's a point there. So for what that's worth, it may, I don't know how long government can keep, because they are not even getting the amount they want from the T-bills anyway. So anyway, you can send me a voice note as well, 054-998-6996. What do you expect to hear from the finance minister for this budget, this mid-year review? We'll also read some comments, 054-998-6996. Let's hear a couple of voice notes now.
I want to hear when the COVID levy will be implemented, will be removed, when the VAT will be restructured, and then finally the dollar CD, maintenance.
All right. Call your name and then you make your submission, and also lower the radio when you're doing it and just make it a minute so we can hear you. I feel like more people prefer the voice notes. Let's hear this one as well.
Hello, City FM. Uncle Bernard, Eja Bernard, Bra Bernard, Minia Bernard. I expect the finance minister to, the CD should be stable, then it should reflect on goods. Goods and services should come down drastically so that we, the citizens, will be able to save more in our pockets. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mention your name before you do your voice note. It will help us know where you are ringing from. Let's hear the next one.
April Bernard and team. Yeah, I agree with you on I agree with Francisca on the income tax bracket. Charlie, boys watch them a pay slipper. It do what they see for the we hit pothole inside that, then they feel like Charlie, something else. So I'm hoping for a drop in the income tax. Thanks.
Good morning, Bernard and the team. I trust you all doing well. Yeah, for me, what I want to hear from the finance minister at 12 noon is that they should try and maintain the CD dollar exchange rate. I think so far they've been doing so well, and they should keep up with their promises. That's all I have to say. I'm Kwame from Spintex Road. Thank you.
WhatsApp number 0549986996. Voice notes 1 minute max. What do you expect from Uncle Atu or Ijatu or Bratu or Nanambini Atu? You know, in Ghana, it's the way they make you old when you take up a position. You know, it's like, hey, yeah, papa. Like, I'm sure when he goes back to his hometown and they are doing a deba, yeah, bra, yeah, ofa, yeah, nana.
It's just reverence, out of reverence, because of the position he holds. Not always to make.
But
you
the
feel
chiefs will
old.
still say, yeah, nana, our son.
Yes, because they hold a
Yeah.
more superior role.
Yeah. Let's hear more comments on this.
Yes, Aloski. Yes, I'm Samson. Yes, I think the rate should be maintained. I think the currency rate should be maintained or even go down, which will help we the importers to stay in business, making the items a little less expensive as compared to the previous. So in January, I think Bredato Ankrato is doing a great job, and I think what he's doing is the best. So, and talking about the roads are very, very, very poor, and I think the road also should need to be taking a second look at it. Thank you.
I like Breda too.
Breda. Bredo.
Breda too. Breda. Miami Breda.
No, what's it like?
Fancy Muham too.
Nanying.
Let's hear another one.
Hi, Bernard and team. Good morning. This is Bibi from Pram Pram. So I feel that on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll judge Atuforsen on probably 6. My reason being that the stability of the city being a key factor, which in turn has driven prices down. However, my concern is with government spending. You know, the government is actually not spending that much in this year, and also export has not increased significantly as a cover for the appreciation of the city. And so I feel that once government spending kicks in, the city will begin to depreciate because there will be a lot of stress on it. And I feel that the government should do more. I know it's early days yet, but I feel the government should do more when it comes to exports, so that it could in a way be a cover for government spending when it finally kicks in. And I think the gold board is also doing extremely well. Yeah.
Hello, good morning, City team. My name is Nobo. I'm calling from Madina Estate. I want to see two things from the budget. The first one, I want to see the completion of the Accra Kumasi Road. I think is very terrible. I travel every weekend to Kumasi, and I have to spend about more than 8 hours in traffic and here and back before reaching. And the second one is I want something to be said in the budget concerning the Qatar Harbor. The people of Qatar actually needs that harbor. That harbor is very dear to their heart. Thank you.
Yeah, Bernard, good morning. This is Justice. I'm saying Dr. Kiso Person is doing well. But I still wonder why the dollar cannot come to 9 cities, 8 cities, and further 6 cities. Please let him know and let him educate us why the dollar cannot come down further. Justice. Osu.
Yeah, Bernard. So, how did the president or the finance team get to know that the actual value of the city is between 10 and 12, especially when they were going out of power when the city to the dollar was about 4 cities? And how come nobody is asking the president or the finance team any question about this? How come we've accepted that the actual status of the city is between 10 and 12? How come they don't explain? Why are we allowing them to just say things and then go away without explaining to us?
Bernard, why are we not using Sky? I don't mean Richard Della Sky. I mean the Sky up there. We have managed to open a lot of airports around, and yet we've left it to only our and Passion, which are private entities, to control. If the government is also a player in this sector, it will really help to regulate prices, and then make things more affordable and reduce the pressure on our roads. Thank you.
Good morning, Citi FM. I'm enjoying your program. This is Ivan. I'm a regular listener. Today, I'm expecting the finance minister to also, touch on our allowance issue. I am a student. I'm schooling at School of Hygiene. But for the past almost 3 years now, our allowances have not been paid. So I'm expecting him to touch on something like that. And I'm also expecting the stability of the city. So that's all I'm expecting. Thank you. And today too is my birthday. So use this medium to wish me well. Today is my birthday. Thank you very much.
You've already wished yourself. So happy birthday, my brother. Yeah. City Breakfast Show. This morning we're taking comments on the economy, how well you think the Minister of Finance is doing, what do you expect to hear in the mid-year budget review, which is being aired on Channel 1 TV at midday. It will also be live on Citi FM. So many voice notes coming through this morning. Let's hear a couple more.
Good morning, Bernard, Sky, and Caleb. My name is Edward. I'm sure so far so good from the finance minister. The dollar coming down, fuel. I think these are all essential that is helping us a lot. I'd love to see the roads from, as mentioned, from Toko to Penny, Uglu, Georgia, Harvey, all the way to Ho. As mentioned, I think I'm in full support of that. I want to see that. Also from Titi Brothers and all the way to Bombaria, Committee 25 to all the way to Central University. If that could be expanded a bit for those of us from that area. We suffer a lot in traffic when going back home. Thank you.
Good morning, Bernard and his crew. This is Isaac at Tivo. Please, I think that the Bank of Ghana has to maintain the policy rate at where it is for some couple of extra months to make sure that inflation is very low.
because once the policy rate is decreased, inflation will begin to rise, which will cause the currency to depreciate again. Thank you.
Good morning, Bernard. Good morning, CTFM. I personally don't think the economy is doing so well because cost of borrowing is very high. There's increment in utility tariffs compared to the increment in salaries. And it looks like we are becoming too comfortable with what's happening in the economy. But trust you, there are a lot of things that we are not aware of. There are a lot of things happening underground that we are not aware of. So the economy is not that strong. Just that they've tried to kind of inject a lot of foreign currency to the economy to make the city look stable. But that's artificial in nature because it's not driven by production or increase in output levels. So it's not any, though there are signs of positive change, it shouldn't be something that we should be too comfortable with. We deserve better. We deserve better.
Personally, my name is Jude. I honestly think the Minister of Finance is doing so well. We need to applaud him. We need to commend him. In fact, for what he has done so far for the past 6 months or so, being able to stabilize the city and all the economic indicators even point to the fact that the administration is working so hard. IMF on the other hand has also corroborated some of his policies that is making the country achieve so much in a very short time, comparably to the previous administration. I think he has done so well, and all that we can do is to help, commend him and pray that he keep up with these commendable strides. Thank you.
Good morning, Bernard and team. I think so far the economy is doing well, but what I'm most concerned about is me not being posted yet. Completed nursing training college in 2021, and up to now we are still home. So we just hope that the finance minister mentions or talks about our financial clearance in the mid-year budget. I'm Pumai from Tamale.
Hello, Mr. Able and the Citi team. Good morning. I'm Selassie. What I expect, from the finance minister and his team is to continually control, the dollar rate. Because, a certain part of our lives which was taken away, the shell shops, the fuel station shops. There was a time when you can walk in and then there are price tags that you know how much you can afford and you know how much you have and then you know what you want to buy. But now, you take something, you have to go to the counter for them to tell you how much it is. Without it, there's no way you can verify whether it is true or not, the girls are cheating you or not. You can't bargain at a shell shop. So I want a time that the shell shops will have their price tags, and then when you walk in, you know what you can buy. And they should stop, this now, bring it to the counter. And then nowadays, when you buy something, because the prices are not there, they don't want to give you the receipt. They just look at their screen and they tell you how much you want to, how much it costs. And then you pay and then you take your thing away. Without them, when you ask for receipts, they'll be playing some delay tactics the printer is not printing, the paper is finished, all funny tricks. So we should try as much as possible to maintain the dollar rate so that things will go back to how things used to be. I'm very grateful for the opportunity, Bernard. Thank you.
My name is Richie. When it comes to the economy, I think the finance minister is doing well. He's stabilizing the economy so far, and we would want him to keep on the good work that he's doing so far. Also, we are expecting that he maintains the cedi to dollar rate so that it eases the tension on the cedi for us to have a more stabilized economy. One more thing on the issue of uncle Ato Brato, when it comes to the fancies, the moment you take on the title of uncle, regardless of your age, you still be called uncle. Even if you are 98, you still be called uncle. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So, Uncle Atu wins. We'll take a few more comments. 054-998-6996 is our WhatsApp number. We just want to hear your voice on this economy. The live coverage of the midterm budget is at noon, and that will be on Channel 1 Television and Citi FM. We are here discussing expectations, and some people want more roads, some people want less taxes, some people want Mahama cash. What is on your wish list?
Good morning, Bernard and team. This is George, aka Mashki. So for me, so far the finance minister, the BOG, whoever is in charge of our economy, they are doing a good job. I'll give them 7/10. I think for the review, mid-year review, they shouldn't introduce any new taxes. They should just continue, at least stabilize the dollar in the range of 10.9. That's good. Inflation should come down. Lending rates should also come down. These are the basics I think they should do. And then prices, if prices won't increase, at least they should stabilize for some time. And now I really want this man to succeed. I to force him. He's a young guy, 44 years, at least, so that there will be hope that the young guys are not just backbenchers. We can also lead. We can also do something good. Not always the old men leading. At least at forcing the young guys should also do well. I pray he succeeds for Mother Ghana. Thank you.
So point of correction, I think the minister was born in 1978, so he should be 47. Sky, come and tell me I'm correct. He's not 44, he's 46.
It's 46.
46, yes, 46. 46. All right, so Sky, you see, a lot of people are asking for, I think a lot of people are concerned about the currency. They feel like it should be stable.
It should come down.
No, they want it to stabilize.
Yeah, I'm wanting to come down.
Yeah, they don't. I didn't hear a lot of rules. I heard a few rules, but I've heard a lot of maintain the currency at its rate. Prices must come down. Which is why I say you were trying to skew the thing.
No, you actually skewed it because as you were
but
insisting.
There were two of you, Caleb and yourself.
No, but he said I didn't want to hear about roads. He wanted,
No, I didn't say that. I said that I was asking the general question, what did you expect? But the way you were so specific on the road, I didn't want that to be the preamble. So the question is open. That what do you expect the minister to do? And most of them were like the currency should maintain its stability, and then prices should come down. They don't want any new taxes. There were a few people who mentioned roads. And by the way, if you go to the text messages, there will be a lot of roads because of what you said.
Yeah, because the roads, Charlie, these things we talk about prices, right? While the dollar has its own role to play, the fact is also that many of the things we would have gotten from the northern parts of the country, from the middle belt, and from outside, the Sahel region, they become more expensive because of the poor quality of our roads. And many of these things that are rotting away on the farms are largely because of the roads, because people don't think that it makes economic sense to want to go to what do you call it, the Kumasi and the areas where there are farms to bring these things in, because Charlie, look at how long it takes to bring tomatoes from the northern part of the country, for instance. And if the roads are not fixed, then we have a big problem. So I think that
So
yes,
for you, the road now,
the roads must be fixed.
road now,
Because you can't have Kumasi, which is the biggest economy after, Accra, connected to, Accra with the kind of quality of road we are talking about. It just doesn't make sense.
So maybe you should come up with a funding model like PPP or something, where some of the roads can be done and tolled. And generally toll roads work when there's already a regular road.
Yes.
So they should finish Accra Kumasi and then probably look for a tolled alternative for those who want to pay to go faster.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, they can even break it into three, for instance, from Accra to somewhere in Koko, maybe
Sawam to Nkoko to Kumasi.
Yeah, Kumasi, and then toll it. Yes.
Now, the message you read from the gentleman, there's a reaction to it.
Yes.
So maybe we can read that.
Very interesting reaction.
The issue of flying for 1,300 or using a bus for 130 or 180.
Yeah, have you seen it?
And the traffic and the
let's read it.
It was crazy, man.
Okay, so this is from Archibald Frimpong. Good morning, Citi, CBS and team.
Morning.
The writer's dilemma between flying and taking the VIP bus due to bad roads resonates with many. However, I think the issue of road accidents go beyond just road conditions. It's also about how easy it is to get a driving license in Ghana and also indiscipline on our roads. In the UK, getting a driver's license is like getting in the Makola Law School. And discipline on their roads attracts fines and penalties, which helps promote responsible driving habits. Similarly, parking offenses and other forms of indiscipline, fines encourage people to abide by the law. These measures, among others, contribute to a culture of discipline and lawfulness. Today is Thursday, and it's bin collection day in my borough. On this day, the bin guys will collect two things today. Food waste bin 1, recyclables item or waste bin 2. Guess what? If I am to put even a small food waste in the recycling bin or vice versa, it won't be collected, and in my borough, I will be fined. Let's look at these things in the bigger sense in Ghana. Perhaps implementing similar measures in Ghana could help reduce accidents and promote a more law-abiding society, and also raise revenues for the government. Doing roads is a good idea, but the opposite of a good idea is another good idea. I believe the issue isn't about roads, but rather more about attitude and indiscipline on our roads. Let's explore this approach to complement road infrastructure development. Thank you, Archibald from Pond Sender through.
All right, let's read a few comments on the issues on the table before we move into another.
Yeah, talking about roads, I think I'm just getting something from the Seva area. And Seva, my heart is there because my mom comes from there. Yeah, that's right. That's the Keta constituency. And Bernard, I have to, let me read this.
Tire you.
So, it said, for several years, occupants of one of the most beautiful islands in Ghana, Seva, located in the Keta Lagoon, journey out of the island via the west end by either a canoe or some other means when the tides are high, or by foot through the lagoon. That has been the only, or those were the two methods that were used by traders, event goers, and even students attending an annual inter-school games outside Seva until there was an intervention by way of a road. But due to the VRA-induced floods, which we saw 2 years ago, the road is no more. Sky, you have the opportunity to bring this to the attention of the finance minister and some MPs within the enclave so they can do something about it.
Okay.
So this one is coming in from Bright, who wants me to raise it.
All right.
And I'm raising it. It is equally important.
So the matter is duly raised.
Yes, the matter is duly raised for the attention of the finance minister.
I hear you. All right, let's get on to this one from you, Kakra.
Okay, about the Toko Road, it's about time government engages the private sector in road construction. That entire stretch lies within the granite belt from Akachi to Joje, entering Togo. Granite is a versatile and durable material widely used in construction and architecture. Also, equipment seized from Galamsey mines could be used in road construction, thereby reducing the cost of building roads. This is Doche Achichogbi from Medina. Good morning, Citi team.
Morning.
I want to hear something about the construction of the Keta Harbor, which is dear to the hearts of many people in Keta.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Citi FM.
Morning.
Atoforsen is doing a great job in respect of CD stabilization. In the mid-year budget, in the mid-year review, please let us see the Ho Denu Road captured as well. Let us also see Diamond Cement Road at Aflao captured. Same applies to Komladumo Road as well as Agbozume Town roads. Good morning. Wish my wife Womi Bridget a joyous birthday. Foga Nukunu from Aflao.
Fuga like yeah, so he's raised, you know the matter I was talking about. So Bernard, you see that there's fundamental support for the point I'm making. Yes, I understand the issue of prices, but the minister, please, Minister 240, we've been there for long. You and I, we go way back. Find some money and fix these rules.
Now you are doing lobby.
Yeah,
you are doing lobby on the basis of.
It has to be done better. If it's done properly, when you come there,
Caleb,
I will make sure that you come from Juja, come and eat akbele at my place, and you go back.
Attention, please.
I hear you.
Attention, please.
Attention duly granted.
This is an account information update call from Omni Basic Bank to all our beautiful customers. Kindly proceed to any of our branches or visit our website www.omnibasic.com.gh to update your account records with your Ghana card. For more information, call 030-708-6000 or 080-010-0790. Have a beautiful day. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Huge savings ahead at the Electroland Mid-Year Clearance Bazaar. Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO, all on massive discount from July 31 to August 3 this year, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day at our Springtex branch near Coca-Cola Roundabout. LED TVs start selling from 799 Ghana cedis. Refrigerators from 1,200 Ghana cedis. Washing machines 1,900 and more. Find a mix of brand new display and even scratch and dent items, all with warranty still applied. It's the Fala discount you've been waiting for. Electroland Mid-Year Clearance Bazaar at Spintex near Coca-Cola Roundabout. 0503 159 739 is the number to call. Now, are you ready to elevate your HR game? Then don't miss HR Connect Conference 2025 happening on August 8 at the luxurious Mövenpick Ambassador Hotel. The theme is Empowering HR Excellence, Leveraging Data Resilience and Wellness for a Thriving Workforce. Come and learn from top HR minds including Patricia Obonai, Margaret Jackson, Dr. Stella Enimboating and others who will share real-world strategies on leadership, wellness, people analytics and future of work. The packages include a masterclass with certificates, exhibitions, and speed coaching with certified coaches. So 1,500 Ghana cedis is the fee for in-person, 1,000 cedis is online. To register or book your seat, please call 020-863-3809 or 054-122-2365. HR Connect 2025, Lead, Connect, Transform.
City Breakfast Show is still airborne. Stay with us.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Always busy on the go. Tap the app, you're good to go. Big dreams, little time. There's a boat for you to ride. Every single time, yeah. While the errands will link up or more. Hop in a boat and get out and explore. There's a boat for you to ride, yeah. Make moves with boat. Use code Keep Moving 50 for 50% off your first 3 rides. Download the boat app now. Make moves with boats.
Are you a student in Ghana? Are you 11 to 15 years old? Are you ready to write,
think, and analyze your way into hearts and minds and straight to the top? Then it's time for you to get ready for the Literacy Challenge 2025. For level 1, this year's big essay topic is, in not less than 600 words, discuss the effects of climate change on agriculture in Ghana. What challenges do these effects create for individuals, families, communities, and the nation? Suggest practical solutions to help all Ghanaians mitigate these challenges. Your essay must be in your own handwriting. It must be endorsed by a parent or a guardian. Add your full contact details. Deadline, Saturday, 26th July, 2025. Submit entries to the front desk of Channel 1 TV or Citi FM, or mail to P.O. Box GP 14123 across Central. If you make it to level 2 and go on to win level 3, you will win 10,000 Ghana Cedis cash, a glitzy trophy, and bragging rights as the most outstanding all-round student in Ghana. So, get writing and show the nation what you've got. For more details, call 0205-973-973. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by Citi FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and is sponsored by Belmu and GB Assessment.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when the children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
No, stop action, mommy. All the learning and sports demands a lot of energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kids have been very active.
Hey, Samo!
Your jams need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
The 2025 ABSA Black Star Marathon is right around the corner, and hey, guess what? You can still jump in. Register now at blackstarmarathon.com or dial *713*33*22# to secure your spot in the 42.2K marathon or 10K run, walk, jog. This is your chance to be part of Ghana's premier marathon, happening live on Saturday, July 26, 6 a.m. at the Independence Square, Accra. ABSA Black Star Marathon. Your story matters.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Rumsey.
So fantastic, you must have me wrong bombastic. You get come on gymnastic. Baba shaka, nine naki. Tatu beni sama da kasa taiswa. Kita ce sama mi kata baya kaka bari haushi. Kun kan tama da ni banza don yau na da shi. Ita na lokacin da muke rayuwa. Babu wani damuwa. Yau kice ba ki so na mai kudi kike so. To wannan ki yafi na jaki. O bara kuma ya fada. Kace ba ta so na ba ta so na ba ta so na. Don banda kudi to ya zangi. Zauna cikin mota mu je restaurant na kashe restaurant kace mi za ta ci ta ce tuwo da miyan kuka ta ce goddamn let me get down fanta da coke da malt someone cikin take son ta ce tana son Hausa biya ta ce lale yau lale maraba da lale da kowa na son mai kyau shi wanda bai samu ba lale yau lale maraba da lale da kowa na son mai kyau shi
26 minutes past the hour of 9. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. And if you want to upgrade your office space, call the experts. Expert Office Furnish for your ergonomic swivel chairs today with intelligent cushion and dynamic bionic spine pressure relief design. This is the seat that will give you great benefits for your spine. We also have executive desks, cabinets, conference, and other furniture that suits your budget. We are off the Atomic Hills Estate Road on the Asori Junction near ASI Plaza. Sherman Estates. Call 0571386600 or 0244280532. Expert Office Furnish your health, your wealth.
And remember, this Saturday at 6 a.m. exactly, Independence Square is where history is waiting to be made. 2025 AFSA Black Star Marathon is around the corner. Jump in race categories, full marathon, 42.2 kilometers, men, women with racing wheelchairs. We have the 10 kilometer as well with similar categories. If you still haven't registered yet, please secure your spot and grab your race vest, t-shirts and bib number at the APSA Clubhouse in Ridge near the former British High Commission from now till the 24th of July. If you're ready to take the plunge, sign up now at the blackstarmarathon.com or blackstarmarathon.com or dial *713 *33 *22 hash. We are counting down and we're excited to run with you. APSA Black Star Marathon. Your story matters. Come around, you see Sky and others. Alright, now if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, try Piva beverages. We have a variety of flavors for you. We have the Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. It's available at a local store near you or call 0550 032 231 0550 032 231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. And if you're in need of space for your business in Tema in particular, or maybe you need quality equipment for construction projects, then think of MPC Limited. We've got you covered. We're located in Tema. MPC, we offer spacious and secure factory and warehouse facilities, fully serviced offices, modding apartments, and a wide range of construction equipment such as concrete mixers, block machines, bending and cutting machines, scaffolds, slump cones, and cube test modes for your projects, all available at unbeatable rates. Whether you're starting a business, expanding operations, or looking for the right tools, MPC is your trusted partner to get the job done. Visit our showroom and rental spaces at Tema Heavy Industrial Area around DVLA Junction, opposite Tropical Cables and Conductor Limited. Call us on 0500 277 702. Our website is mpclimitedgh.com. MPC Limited, empowering you to build more. While at it, buy Diamond Cement. We have the 42.5 hour grade, highest quality on the market. We've also introduced the 32.5 hour grade, very affordable for you. You deserve the very best. So anytime you want to build, go for Diamond Cement. Locate us at Takrade, Aflao and Bwepe. That's where our factories are, but across the nation you find us everywhere. So call this number 0244 313 368. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond. Bernard, so I received a message this morning of a driver who hit another driver and then just ran away. And luckily I've received photos of the registration number and even how a photo of the driver. And this happens a lot. It's a Toyota Highlander GX 73314. It's a lady. She's in a black top, natural hair, bicycle tie kind of earring. And you hit someone, you just run away like that. Shame on you, madam.
So where is the photo? Can you share it with the police?
Yes, we can. She did this at School Junction from Nana Chrome site. She just hit the other driver. And in the morning, this was around 8:14. That's when I got.
All right. Yes, I know what I've gotten. Dear Bernard, can you get my message to the authorities that the plight of passengers who ply the Accra Bandai Road, the unsolicited nuisance is becoming unbearable. Just this afternoon, we've had 2 herbal dealers join our car unannounced. Except that they have some form of agreement with the driver. It's almost become a form of marketplace in the bus.
Yes.
As one takes the lead, the other sits in the car and waits. Just this afternoon, the first person alighted at Atimpoku. Then the second person took over. Before he began to speak, he pulled the liquid from his bag and rubbed it onto his hand and face. It's not very strong. As I type, I'm still reacting to it. It is my hope that something drastic is done about this situation before things get out of hand. Long distance buses cannot be pseudo herbal shops. Please come to our aid. He sent this thing to me a couple of days ago, and I said I was going to read it. Why is GPRTU or these transport companies allowing these things to happen? Where people just sit in buses and then they make unsolicited, it's not right. By the way, where do you take the bus from? Is it which part of Accra? Which station is it? So we can know which union is involved. All right. Because Charlie, the guy from Accra to Atimpoku, and he's trying to convince you to buy some medicine for some condition that you may not even see him again. Maybe if you buy that medicine and you have a side effect, we play too much. I think FDA should even calm down on these things. Where people just have something on their hand and they say testimonies, they will use this medicine and it will work. And Charlie, they can't find you anywhere after you buy it.
Yeah, I think the FDA and the Ghana Health Service should look into such things because this is so-called medication, right?
Yeah.
And so...
And from Accra to Atimpoku, then the next one joined from Atimpoku to Bandai. You can't even sleep. And it's, oh my God. We shouldn't allow these things to happen. Now, there was a story we read this morning as well. The Foreign Affairs Minister appeared in Parliament to say 500 Ghanaians were still being held hostage in Abidjan with efforts to identify them and repatriate them. Now, the minister said the syndicate responsible for holding the Ghanaians allegedly linked to QNet. So it's a syndicate linked to. Now, QNet is a direct selling company trying to clear misconceptions about the use of its name and products. So people misuse its name to dupe people. He noted that the secretive operations of the scammers, coupled with the discreet arrival of victims in Cote d'Ivoire, have made it difficult to determine the exact number of Ghanaians being detained, and that the scammers make it difficult for you to even follow them. He says there are about 500 Ghanaians currently held in secluded locations, and that more than 200 Ghanaians fell victim to a similar trafficking and scamming syndicate in Nigeria, also using the QNet name to essentially dupe people who had then to be rescued. Now, the minister said the traffickers lure unsuspecting compatriots to supposed countries under the pretext of facilitating their travels to Europe or France or elsewhere for paid jobs. The traffickers entice the victims to the supposed transit country for the processing of their visas, as the procedure takes a long time to complete in Ghana. The rest is history. Now, Sky, you have an example of this?
Yeah.
So what's the person saying?
So the person is basically talking. The person is basically talking about how he, for instance, got involved. So let me read this one. So it says that I would like to share my personal experience as a victim of the QNet scheme and provide some brief summary of their modus operandi. It began when a relative informed me about a supposed job opportunity in France. Now, the total cost involved was 60,000 Ghana cedis. But we're told that the company would cover half of the amount. Now, this meant each person needed 30,000 Ghana cedis. We were then informed that we would undergo a 10-day training in La Côte d'Ivoire, with the explanation that securing a visa to France was supposedly easier from there than from Ghana. Now, in the end, 3 of us managed to raise the money and embarked on the journey, believing we were on our way to France. Alas, we didn't get to France. We spent 2 days traveling by road through Sahui and eventually arrived in the northern part of La Côte d'Ivoire. Our final destination was a town called Bonduku, where we encountered many other Ghanaians who had been lured there under similar circumstances, and nothing good came out of it. I couldn't go to France. Some people lost every money. I was able to, recover some of the money I had invested, and that's my story.
Wow. We need to get into this on a different date. It's a big issue.
Yeah, but
500 Ghanaians.
Yeah, but Bernard, look at the size of money we're talking about. So they set the cost at 60,000 Ghana cedis, right? And they encourage you to only pay half because they will take care of the rest. This is clearly advance fee fraud scheme.
Yeah.
And if you are not alive to the realities involved in some of these schemes, you will think that the company is doing you a favor. we are not saying that QNet is actually behind this, because they are also saying that they want to clear their names and all of that. But what it means is that someone is taking advantage of maybe their reputation to actually set up a scheme, which scheme they are using to defraud people. And because there are so many frustrations in Ghana, because people are
desperate to leave
in the hope of finding greener pastures elsewhere, whatever savings they have, they liquidate everything.
Charlie, even when borrow from cousins,
exactly.
So he will even lie to you. Some tell you that he has money to do something. Meanwhile, he will run away with it.
Some of the land disputes we have in Accra, in Ghana these days, are linked to these things, because in some cases, people alienate family lands without using the proper processes, and then hoping that they will be able to get into Europe and then their life will change. And it is because, as we said yesterday, there are gaps in policing what is happening online. And people are not getting proper, advice from places where they should be told in the face that, look, if it is too good to be true, then it's probably fraudulent. So don't get involved. So this, my friend, mobilized 30,000 Ghana cedis out of 60,000, got into La Côte d'Ivoire with the hope that he will make it to France, because things are difficult here. And look at the result. And look at, according to him, many other Ghanaians have fallen victim to this. Now the question is, how do these people turn their lives around? 30,000, imagine all of them. If they are about 200 or so, do the maths. Do the maths. And how much hit their pocket is getting, how much hit their family is getting. In some cases, people resign from their jobs, hoping that they are going to make it. And this becomes a life-altering experience. And some die as a result of it. So it is important that beyond the minister going to brief Parliament about this issue, practical steps have got to be taken to deal, first of all, with the people behind it, because we are told some of them are from neighboring West African countries, sitting online and duping people. And then also we've got to do a lot more education of our people, that everything you see online is not necessarily a good thing. People come promising all kinds of, look inside well before you even begin the process of investigating what, because at the end of the day, your family will suffer. Marriages are breaking apart because of things like this. Your wife gave you money to go and invest in something for him, and then you say that, okay, let me do this thing quickly. If it becomes good, I'll be able to.
You are locked up. The money is gone.
The money is gone. You don't have any. Exactly. So it is important that families, friends, relations, we pay attention to. If you have something like this coming into your mailbox, ask someone who knows about it. And if you don't have proper advice to give to someone, you to ask somebody. Because some people say, really? Then maybe it's for a good thing. So let's do it.
All right.
These WhatsApp groups and all these groups that they are using to recruit people. Please, let's be careful.
I quickly want to add that given how this is becoming rampant, it's about time we heard from the cybercrime unit of the Ghana Police Service and the Cyber Security Authority. I've received messages of people complaining about what they think would be potential fraudsters. That what they observe is that if you go to certain estates, you observe that a group of young men, often from neighboring countries, as West African countries, as Sky alluded to, living there, spending their time on the internet. I'm even told that sometimes they jam the network and slow down the internet so that they can carry on these activities, and also in the outskirts. And so we need to hear, this is a national emergency, or it's a national issue, and we need to hear from these two institutions, the Cyber Security Authority and the Ghana Police's cybercrime unit or department.
Okay, we have a quick interview to do this morning. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Charlie, where are you? Boss man, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
EcoBank, bro. With EcoBank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Wale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Masa, just download the EcoBank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Hello, excuse me. This Milo pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release balm on the pack.
Yes, so the support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy to help them win at school.
Ah, then I like this one.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, kudos, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. GoTV, love it.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for our October intake at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience in Ghana. For more information, contact us at +233 030 211 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
So it's 43 after 9. We have friends from the Achimota Retail Center joining us in the studio this morning for a conversation. If you're looking for a place to shop, the Achimota Mall Retail Center is where to be. Achimota Retail Center. So, vibes and kwa. Oh, vibes on vibes. I like it.
So it's the Achimota Retail Center.
Vibes and kwa. Interesting. So,
like it.
Linda Latte Bernard is the marketing manager for the Achimota Retail Center.
Okay.
She's here with Ruth Nana Asamoah. She's the supervisor for Pacific Fashion Shop. Okay, so first of all, where is the Achimota Retail Shop? And tell us generally about the center.
Okay, so like I always say, it's a one-stop destination.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I say so? Because there's a variety over there. We have shops that are into fashion, general goods. So fashion, we have King's Bazaar, solely into male outfits. ABA Outlet, Gamel Clothing, LC Wakiki, Pacific Fashion, MRP Bijou, MV Accessories, Casio, Brands WA. So Casio and Brands WA, they deal in original brands, like the top notch brands, you know, Michael Kors and all that. Yes, watches and accessories, Fossil, all that, original. Yes, and actually when you purchase, behind it, there's a barcode that when you scan, it sends you to their site. So you are guaranteed on quality. Yes. And then also the general dealers, now we have Melcom in there.
Melcom is there now.
Yes, Melcom is at the mall now.
What about ShopRite?
ShopRite is still there. Yes.
Why?
Then for electronics, we have Compigana, Hisense, Starlight, Telefonica.
Wow.
And Telefonica is running a promo. They are 23 years.
Wow.
And so if you purchase items from 500 CDs and above, you stand a chance, yes, to go into a draw. And they have 23 amazing items they are giving away. So come shop from there, all your electronics and accessories. So we have restaurants as well. That's why I say it's a one-stop destination. Why saying
You shop and chop.
Exactly, the kids who play and all that.
That's a good name for a business. So shop and chop.
Shop and chop, right?
Like
Maybe we should consider that.
Number.
So for the restaurants, we have Basilos, Basilisa, the Chop Bar. They do your fufu, your ampesi.
At the mall?
Yes.
Really?
Very, very nice.
Yes.
Wow.
And for your pizzas, you can go to Pizza Inn, Chicken Inn. There's Sweet Roses. There's KFC
Have
also.
some nice Chinese. Is it Chinese?
Yes, it is.
Sweet Roses.
Very good. They have good Chinese food, and then there's also of good old KFC.
Definitely.
By the way, are these grouped? So like the general people, are they in the same corner? Electronics in the same corner? Or you've mixed them up?
We've mixed them up.
Okay. So you can just
exactly
experience the place.
Experience the place. Yes.
So a lot of eateries, Barcelos, Basilisa.
Exactly. Rocco Mamas. They say they are not normal because they deal in special meals.
Rocco Mamas.
Yes. Rocco Mamas. You actually see your meal being prepared as you are there. Yes.
Like point and kill.
Thank you.
Put this one inside.
Yes.
Give me this one.
Right?
Mix this one.
Yes.
Now make you know what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
You know, right? Yes. And on Fridays they have this burger promo they do. It's for 60 CDs.
Oh, okay.
Burger and chips.
Nice.
So tomorrow is Friday. Yes. You should.
That is calling me.
So then apart from that, do you have any other groups of outlets?
Yes. So when it comes to pharmacy and personal care, we have Divine Organic Hub. They are into organic products and Life Healthcare. So Life Healthcare runs a 24-hour pharmacy. So if you are stuck in town in the middle of the night and not feeling too good, you could just walk in there and then you get yourself sorted with drugs.
Okay.
There's not one skincare, there's Centopia, solely into perfumes. Yes.
Fragrances.
Yes. They'll leave you smelling good. Very, very good.
I hear you.
So you have First Choice Hair and Beauty as well. Then when it comes to services, there's MTN in there. There's a Forex Bureau. So if you're a foreigner, you can just come and change some cash and then you come in buy. Yes, there's Stanbic Bank, there's StanChat, there's FNB, and then Photo Store.
Interesting.
Yes.
I take particular notice of the kids playground that you have. It's a big attraction for me. Tell me a bit about it so that when you're shopping, you have the kids and all of that, you can bring them there. No?
Right. So when you're shopping, you can just have the kids go to the playground, they go and have a lot of fun. There's actually an indoor playground and an outdoor playground.
Two. Both
yes.
Indoor and outdoor.
Exactly. So you have a variety to choose from.
The vibes in the Koye.
Vibes in Kwa.
Where, for those who don't know, where is the Achimota Retail Center located? What are your socials so that we can check you out both online and eventually pass by when we have to?
Right. Before I go to that, there's Ashfoam also. Let me add. Yes,
great.
Ashfoam is there. Okay, so locate us on the right from Circle. Let's assume you are heading to Pokwase or Amasaman, Kumasi. Yes, on the right before the St. John's Grammar School.
Okay.
And if you are from Pokwase towards
after Mile 7.
After Mile 7, yes.
And then
so it's actually not far from Mile 7. It's a walking distance, just to your right hand side. Yes. Then from Pokwase coming over to Accra or Circle, it's to your left hand side after the St. John's Grammar School. Alternatively, you can use any of the ride-hailing apps, and then you type in Achimota, it brings you straight to the place. Yes.
You know, for a lot of Ghanaian shoppers, one of the inconvenience people don't like is where to park. When you drive to town, you want to go shop, where to park can be so difficult. You have enough parking space.
You are rest assured of your parking space. We have an underground parking space.
Underground parking space?
Yes. And we have security on site every time. Yes. So you are rest assured of your parking space.
So you are shopping, you are chopping, and you are secure.
Very well. We have cleaners around.
And the kids are also taking care of you.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Good. So let's now hear Pacific Fashion Shop. Where exactly in the Achimota Retail Center are you, and what do you deal in?
Okay, so for Pacific Fashion, we are just opposite Centopia.
Okay.
Or when you enter the shop, When you enter the mall,
Mhm.
you look for shop number 33.
Oh, number 33.
Yes.
33. Lucky
Yes,
numbers.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's where you find us. And then we deal in outfits, clothing, bags, perfumes, school bags, like everything, jewelries. As you can see, I'm repping Pacific.
Very lovely. Very, very lovely.
Yes.
So head to toe.
Yes.
I'm taken care of.
Yes.
Wow. So I just have to come and say I'm going shop 33,
Yeah.
number 33, Pacific Fashion, and I
yes.
get everything that I want.
Yes.
How affordable are your things? Because brothers like to wait for the weekend and early morning, enter Trotro, go to some part of town. You know what I'm talking about? You go and pick a selection, quick. Do you have to come that early for selection because of your prices?
No. We have
Okay.
affordable prices.
Okay.
You can get stuff from 100 cities and above.
Oh, you don't mean it?
Yeah.
100 Ghana City.
Yes.
And I can get something
and it's very
nice.
quality and just you love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I like the sound of that. We surely will pass by. But I understand you're running some promos and discounts and all of that.
Yeah, so on our promos, it depends on the item. Yes. So we are running promo on bags.
Okay.
Yeah, school bags.
Backpacks.
Yes, and also dressing bags.
Okay.
Yeah. And perfumes.
Right.
Quality perfumes.
Mm.
Yes.
So discounts, promos on bags, backpacks, handbags,
Yeah.
and quality perfumes.
Yes.
Good. By what percentage are you discounting?
10%.
Okay, that's not bad. We like it. So if we want to find you online, for example, can we buy online as well? Where can we find you? Can we do deliveries?
You can come straight forward to Achimota Mall, or you can locate us at West Hills Mall.
Okay.
We also at Junction Mall.
Okay.
We are also at Kaswa. Yeah, Kaswa New Market.
You're across the city.
Yes, everywhere worldwide. Kumasi, everywhere. Takrady, Techiman, everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your contact details and then your social media handles.
For now, we don't really have a social media handle, but we are dealing with TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's a social media platform.
Yeah, but
so
it's not really.
You just give the handle, yeah.
So you can locate us on the social media platforms at Pacific Fashion.
Pacific Fashion,
Just
and we are
Pacific
good to go.
Yes.
Charlie, why must we make Achimota Retail Center the shopping center of choice?
Because we have everything for you. Like we say, vibes in
Vibes in Kwa.
So when you follow us on our socials, Achimota Retail Center,
Right.
you see the variety of activities that we carry out. We are very active on
Nice.
Instagram, Facebook, and then TikTok.
Everywhere.
And you don't just come to shop, we give you entertainment. We make sure you leave with an experience. And so we have like live band, live DJ music, kids craft station, kids painting session. Like every month we make sure we give you something.
is going
Yes,
on all the
yes,
time.
yes.
So we have to pass by. No, I
Definitely.
really feel the energy was certainly going to pass by. Thank you for passing through. Linda Latte, marketing manager. If anyone is listening, they have products, they have a service, they want to come rent space. Is there space for new tenants?
Yes,
if you
we
want
have
to join?
spaces available.
33.
We have spaces available, so you can call 0247
Okay.
471907 0247 471907.
Okay.
And you can call the same number. School will be resuming soon, and so we are looking forward to organizing a back to school fair.
Okay.
And so if you're a vendor listening and you're interested in participating, you can call the same number
Okay.
to be a part of it, to come on board. And then also on Saturday, Malcolm is having a blood donation exercise
Okay.
at Achimota Mall. So
Okay.
come through Saturday, come and donate to save a life.
So Achimota Retail Center is Achimota Mall.
Right, it's the same place. Yeah,
Simple
me how
Palace.
Achimota
Number
Mall, yeah.
52. Vibes in Kwa.
Vibes in Kwa.
Oh, you do everything. Thanks for passing through. Linda Latte, marketing manager, Achimota Retail Center. No, she's marketing manager for a reason, you understand? Ruth Nanasamo, supervisor, Pacific Fashion Shop. Thank you also for passing through.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Adokwe Maramidio. Akwebi di mpabweti amyo. No nimson nikeshebia kwa nimyo. Akwebi di mpabweti amyo. No nimson nikeshebia kwa nimyo. Chenche diedime uo. Ah, chenche diedime uo. Ajay.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio.
Chenche diedime uo. Kapecha kutuba tabone obi de share da ben obi bedo me betu na mo afifia ba bedu obi maso obi tia me na so said that bibia be bo me akata ni ba bi na etete makoma o nsa hye nenum okame na me fa he na madwene se bibi se ntome down bibia me fi mini bi kura na me di he obi se me dofo adwo asachi bia forget bibia me hia mu sesia chenche bia di mewu maseti na ye nimia se me hwe me dofo wo fie dia ma ye wusia ohia se nti ye dem abeda ne akwa betu me fo na manfa be si de no bi aboa anka me ne me dofo ne ti o na be fie ne me.
Blessed happy birthday, 70th birthday to our Superintendent Minister, Dental Circuit, Very Reverend Isaac Akwe, Superintendent Minister at Dental Circuit. This is the Methodist Church of Ghana, coming from Brother Okunyin Boaz Olan Hackman. Happy 70th birthday, sir. And a happy birthday to Kojo Demanya of Rana Motors. We wish you God's blessings from management and staff of Rana Motors.
And this is a troubling one that came in from Bridget. Just a sad end to her birthday celebration. And she said, my Sunday ended with a deeply traumatic experience witnessing a motorbike accident involving two young people at Medina. Gory, to say the least. Now, they came speeding past us on the Atomic Runabout flyover, weaving recklessly through traffic. We had just taken off from the preset traffic lights. Neither wore a helmet. Seconds later, we found them at the base of the flyover on the ground. It was terrifying. Thankfully, a few young men ahead quickly flagged us down. Otherwise, the pair could easily have been run over. Now, the young man didn't appear to have survived. The young woman was trying to lift herself, but she was in a bad shape. Her face drenched in blood. I can't shake the images of. I pray they fade soon, and I pray for them and for their families who may have gone to bed that night not knowing that what had happened to their children. Sometimes I wonder, do they think they are immortal? It's all about the irresponsibility on the roads. Yesterday, gory figures coming in from the National Road Safety Authority. It is important that we behave properly on the roads. Sometimes you might be driving responsibly, but somebody. Charlie. And I've seen these things happen on many occasions. Sometimes you don't know the road too well, yet you are speeding. Take it easy. Better late than never.
Happy birthday to Elizabeth Inchiwa, a listener of Citi Breakfast Show and based in Saudi Arabia. Wishing you a blissful birthday. Thanks for listening to this program every morning.
Ciao!
Elizabeth Inchiwa.
Ciao!
Omanyaba.
Ciao!
Omanyaba.
Yeah.
Ajimbi.
Over to you.
Thank you, Caleb. Good morning. And coming up, airlines advised to